No, volume level should be fine because I already tested it.
Okay, you did. Nice. I have
Yep.
a.
All right, it's good.
I've got a. Oh my God, what is this Cobra Kai ad? Nice.
Dude, I get those too many times, way too many times.
It's starting to work on me, and I'm starting to be like, maybe I should watch this. I've seen some people post some things on Facebook. Maybe I'll be into it. Who
It's
knows?
it's gonna be like terrible, I feel like.
Well, I already like. This is like a weird way to say this, but like, a lot of people have a Netflix account, so it's not. It doesn't cost me anything to go and look at the show. I think maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Maybe. I'm not
Anyways,
convinced.
did I mention this is a podcast? Welcome, guys, to Inside the Mind Game, episode 3 with Spiife. Yours truly.
Hello.
Dude,
Hello.
you have no idea. Like, before I made this podcast, I was like, I had a handful of people I wanted to interview first, and I was like, Ranimator, Venka, Spiife, Mutant, and like a bunch of people. So,
Well, hey, I'm excited and honored to be here. I really appreciate the opportunity or the invite. Either
yeah.
one.
Anyways, so I'm gonna start off with like simple questions, then we can like derail for a little bit, then questions again, unless like we really are into this one question.
I'm just excited for the derailment. It's my favorite
Yeah,
part.
dude, it's just chill. Anyways, so my first question, right, is like, what got you into fighting games, specifically Third Strike? Like, what's the story of you getting into Third Strike?
So this is long-winded. I'd have to bring it really far back, like pre-Smash. But
Oh
I
wow.
guess like what got me into Third Strike is like back in like 2008 when I was getting into Melee. We everyone saw the Evo moment and it was like, whoa, this is awesome. This is super hype. And like I want to play this game. How could you not? Right. And for some reason it took me like 12 years before actually getting into Third Strike. But that's also like I'm also like got into it because of Jared. Like I mentioned to Jared the month before like we got into it. I was like, yo, this would be cool to learn during like COVID. And he was like, went and downloaded Fightcade and he like DM'd me one night. And he's like, hey, I got Third Strike on Fightcade set up. And I was like, what? And we
Yeah.
played it for a night and I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. Let's do this.
Yeah. I find that really interesting. Like, like really popular moments in like a certain fighting game that you've never played makes you want to play the fighting game.
Yeah.
But like
Well, and
that was me with Third Strike, except what was it called? I just like saw Rennick do like Ibuki primers or like Ryu primers, and like the things he was doing in the beginning, like, okay, so this is how you do this, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't seem
yep.
so bad. So that's how I got into Third Strike, but of course different for many people.
Well, I like the you lucked out by getting into it from like a wedge to get into the game with.
Hmm.
Jared and I were just kind of pressing buttons for the first couple of days. It was difficult.
Mm. Okay, so next question. um so like I actually did want to, like, as I mentioned like on your stream, like how's your Melee like career, but like,
Career.
like your history with Melee. Like, I'm actually really
Yeah.
curious to hear about that.
So yeah, there now I can go even further back. Dude, this starts in like the 90s.
Oh
Growing up I had a
my god.
Sega. I had Mortal Kombat 1 on the Sega. I don't know how cuz I think it was really violent, right? I can't really remember
Hmm.
that. And I hated the death stare. I hated like those shuffling left and right, two people, and like it's kind of slow, and you're
Hmm.
casually button mashing. You don't know what you're doing anyways.
Hmm.
And then it's Smash 64 comes out in the late 90s, and that game just like blows that open. And partially because it's designed for 4 players, right? In so many words. But you
Right.
can turn away from your opponent and you can run. And these were just two like gigantically like this. I remember like specifically thinking back in the day, like, oh man, like this is way more fun than like Mortal Kombat ever was.
Hmm.
And I played like other fighting games too. But then enter Melee and the opportunity to get into competitive Melee through just like a friend of a friend, basically. I think a friend of a friend's older sister. Yeah, a friend of a friend. Um, just randomly came over and whipped our ass in Melee, basically in high school. And like we knew, I'd seen competitive play before, but like it wasn't until like the end of 2000 started, 2007 started 2008 that we were even like aware that that was something we could, I don't know, do. I guess
Hmm.
because like there's no online back then. It's a GameCube game, so you can't like, oh, I'm gonna go play the queue. I'm gonna go play ranked or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, he whooped our ass. And then like the very next day, I remember we watched like a few Japanese matches, and then we like went into a free for all and just practiced stuff for like, I don't know, a couple of hours. It was crazy.
Interesting.
And yeah, first tournament was January 2008, right at the end of January.
Oh wow, that's a
Yeah,
long time ago.
that was a long time. That was my first tournament ever. That was the first like tournament I really would consider I went to.
My first tournament was in 2019.
Oh
Or
my
wait,
God.
2020, January 2020.
Oh my God. Oh, that was recent.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a year ago. Congratulations. How many tournaments have you been to since?
Just one.
Hey.
Pandemic.
COVID.
Dude, COVID has brought so much shit and so much good things to like Third Strike in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, like it's created the need for rollback in fighting games, and now I like don't think like Strive and Street Fighter 6 like they have to come out with rollback. It can't
Mm-hmm.
not. So they're going to, right?
Right.
That's what I subscribe
Right.
to. It's
Right.
like it has to.
I
It
know
has.
Strive is going to, but I don't know about
How can it
SF6.
not?
SF6 would be like, we have our own thing that we're gonna make, and then it's supposedly better, so they can sell it to more people.
The Capcom back, I guess. Oh
Right.
man.
I cat back. But yeah, I find it very interesting, like how good Fightcade was. I talked about this later, or not later, on my previous podcast episodes, but I feel like Fightcade is such a huge thing with Third Strike and just emulation and like online games in general,
Mm-hmm.
and it blows my mind to think like, hey, if I wanted to fight J Motive, which is in the UK, I could just fire up Fightcade and fight him, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird compared to like if you were in 30th or something, if you weren't in a lobby or knew what you were doing, you just have to fire up ranked match and hopefully get the same person.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's crazy to me is Melee. So again, GameCube didn't have. I guess the GameCube technically had like a broadband connector, but it was for like 3 games, and it wasn't for Melee.
Mm-hmm.
And Melee Online was like novel to me. I think in like 2014, maybe 20. No, it would have been 2015. Would have been the time that I was like able to do it, and I was able to connect from like Chicago to Massachusetts, and it felt okay. You know, I wouldn't play Space Animals on that connection, but it felt
Mm-hmm.
fine. We didn't have rollback as far as I can remember. But like, no, I mean, like I'm like kind of in the same boat. It's just like 5, 6 years ago, like I had the opportunity to just like play my buddy who lived, 17 hours away from me. I was like, oh dude, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No
not
one needs to
perfect,
drive.
but yeah, no one needs to drive. It's not like we only play once a year when I'm back in the area hanging out. It's like we can just play right now.
Right. And also with along the fact that there is a new surge of players, there's also a new surge of toxicity, you know?
God, I tried not to read Fight Kid.
Dude, sometimes it's hilarious to see how like into it people get. Like not like very serious, but they've got to be joking when they like mention flat earth theories and stuff like that.
Oh God,
And
are there actually
comparing,
flat earthers in chat?
dude, there's like there's
Oh
the
no.
funniest if anyone knows this person, I don't know them, but they're like obviously you're a flat earther if you play Ken or something. I don't know. They did something like that. Like
Oh my
obviously
God.
Remy players don't understand this or that. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's the funniest thing.
And like that's a 50-50. That guy could mean that. He could
Hmm.
be he could 100% believe what he's saying. Like you don't know that.
Right.
It's just Fight Kid chat. That could be anyone.
Hmm.
I remember I got on someone's case for being toxic, and Harmonis told me to not be toxic to people being toxic. And I was like, I guess that makes sense.
Hmm.
He told me like not to contribute to the overall toxicity. And I was like, that sits with me at least.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's nothing too crazy in chat right now, though. I'm disappointed.
Oh.
Need an alt account to talk about flat earth.
Flat Earth. Um, what was I gonna say? So along the lines of like toxicity, there's like the contrast to that, which is like really good motivational people, um, encouraging others to play Third Strike and like learn, and like there's gurus, I guess you could say, that help others and
Mm-hmm.
mentor them along the way. Um, but what I haven't seen lately, maybe it's just me because it's obviously a one-on-one thing, but I have not seen any like one-on-one mentorships lately. Maybe it's just me because it's one-on-one, right? I'm not included, but I never
um
hear anyone talk about it like, oh yeah, my mentor trained me or something.
I think, like, from my experience, and maybe this is just like also like a unique experience, rather than, so it's one-on-one and we're not seeing that. But it just seems like most people are willing to answer a question, and insofar as like even getting into game and like helping you with something.
Hmm.
Like I even sat down with Katie Alpha for like an hour and a half earlier today, and we worked on the Ken Urian matchup.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I hit him up like, or maybe over the weekend. I was like, hey, can you help me with this? And he's like, sure. And I was like, hey, want to play today? He's like, yeah, sure, cool, that
Hmm.
works. Go.
Yeah.
And I think, and that's not the only time I've done that, and that's not the like only player I've done that too. I've talked to Shotokan, I've talked to God, I can't remember who else now, but I've talked to a handful of people at the very least.
Hmm.
Like worked on things with them one on one, and that's been my experience. Like learning Third Strike is that the community is so willing to help anyone with any given question that you don't need to like follow behind someone's footsteps necessarily.
Hmm.
I guess you could, but I think it's just as likely that you have 6 people teaching you things than one person, right?
Right, right. I mean, like, it's always nice to know that, hey, if this person's busy helping this person out, I could always
Yeah.
go to like Kioske stream or Spiife stream to see if
Yeah.
they'll help me out. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I've been there. I've
Exactly.
been like, oh yeah, before I was streaming, I was like, oh yeah, maybe this person can help me. Oh, he's busy doing a first attempt with this guy. Okay, let's go to this stream.
Oh yeah, and there's been a lot of like more streamers recently too.
Hmm.
That's exciting. I really like that. A
Like
lot
not
more
just
people
us,
streaming
like
Third
the
Strike.
the main group, or
Yeah, I feel like the maybe it's because of the what's that tournament that's coming up? Frosty Faustings?
yeah,
Question mark?
Frosty.
There's speculation that people are more people are playing because of that.
Mm.
But it's still exciting. Still great
Yeah,
to see.
dude, it got full. I couldn't even join. I'm sad.
I didn't know it was gonna fill up, so I was like, yeah, maybe I'll enter that later. And then I was like, oh, oops.
Oops. Yeah.
Oops.
Right when what was it called, Chulak reminded me like, hey, are you gonna sign up for Frosty? I was like, ah, sure, I guess.
Oh no.
And then I looked at it on the Smash GG page or something, Match Arena or whatever. And then I was like, this is full. And I'm like, well, fuck.
Oh no. That sucks. I'm kind of glad I didn't enter though. I would have been taking a spot from someone who actually plays this game. I feel like I've
I
had
mean,
some
if you
serious
play the game, you
imposter
play the
syndrome.
game.
I know, but it's been like 8 months, and I'm just like, do I know anything about this game? I actually don't know. It's real bad.
I don't know. What I feel like, right, is if I were to join a tournament, I have a really bad issue with like turning my brain to like serious mode because I always
Yeah,
sandbag and Fightcade. Like
yeah.
I mainly play Fightcade by myself when I'm not streaming just to like test out new things.
Hmm.
And if something doesn't work, I'll just use it later. That's why all of a sudden when I come back from a long hiatus, everyone's like, "Oh, you leveled up, Kioske." I'm like, "Yeah, I wonder why." Yeah. It's just because I just sandbag everybody and just like test new theories on myself. Like, oh, does
Spam.
this?
Yeah,
I'm like, does
you
this
only
work?
practice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a similar thing that like I don't know if I can play to win in this game. It's just like I
Nah,
don't,
it doesn't feel
maybe I don't
right.
know. Well, I don't know if I know how to. I'm just kind of, I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Feels weird. Like maybe I'm starting to like feel that I can with Ken. I'm starting to feel like I can play lame and try and play my character with Ken. But I think with Akuma, I was just like, nah, I just want to jump and do things in the air. That's all I want to do. Just dive kicks and demon flips and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Um, I'm gonna acknowledge this for a little bit. I'll pay attention to chat at the last I'll say last half an hour. This is where we take questions and like suggestions and everything. So I see you guys, but I'll let you guys know when I'll be taking questions at like the last 20 minutes.
Hi, Snow.
um what was I gonna say? So what is I'm actually curious, what is your learning process like besides everything we've mentioned before? Like let's say you were to like fire up training mode or like Lua script or something,
Yeah.
How
Are we
would
talking
that
about
process
like
go?
a new character, or like if I wanted to practice something right now, what would I do?
Yeah, like right now, like I know you write notes and stuff. Like since yesterday, I found out
Yes.
that you write notes in
Yeah.
like SF5.
I I use I use like sticky notes on Windows, not
Mm-hmm.
the the actual piece of paper, but the application.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, to take like small notes. And then if I'm actually like watching a video and want to walk away from it with like, if it's like 30 minutes of just like information, like, yeah, I have to write that stuff down. I
Hmm.
write notes on Third Strike too. Like the first time Shotokan sat me down and like taught me the rock, paper, scissors in the game, I got like fucking 8 pages out of that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I would, it's just kind of like a way to organize my thoughts. I wish I reviewed them more, but it's more just like I have ADHD and having just things bouncing around my head is difficult to manage. But if I write them down, I know that they're somewhere so I can return to, I guess.
Hmm.
And like writing them down kind of like commits them to, I don't know.
Practice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You just kind of like you're taking notes, you're reviewing the information and stuff like that in a
Hmm.
way.
For sure.
And so I guess I have that regret that I don't
Hmm.
review my notes more.
I mean, I
But
feel like mine's even worse, where it's like I just fire up Lua. If you guys watch my streams, I just fire up Lua, do random shit until I see something cool, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that again. That's legit. Like that's how
oh
I found out
man.
the knee drop into tackle in the headbutt combo with Urian. Like I do air fireball if they're jumping, then EX knee drop, then they like I can do a juggle, and then I do EX tackle and then
Like,
EX headbutt.
oh my
It's
god.
such a meter burn, but it's so fun. And then
Um,
or you can go.
I was gonna say I'm not good enough at Third Strike to improv like that, so I'm like really locked into like this is something that can be done. Low
Mm.
forward like Hiktatsu DP super. Like okay, I'll work on that for 6 months.
Hmm.
Sounds good. And I now realize the power of confirms, and I'm like, man, I really wish I worked on confirms this entire time.
Kind of same.
So
Like
yeah,
Ibuki has no confirms unless you're playing SA3.
really?
Yeah. She has no
Oof.
confirms. SA2 you can't confirm into it. SA1 there is no confirm unless you're doing like hop kicks, but that's about it.
Wait, Super Art 1 the one where she throws the kunai?
Yeah.
Okay, he confirmed that. I feel like I get confirmed in that, or I guess not confirmed.
The only confirm I can think of is the one oh I didn't make this up, but the one I found out you could do, which is the launcher, like the close HK, the one where she just does a split kick up in the air.
Yep.
You can do that neutral super jump and then just kunai along the way. Like I did that in a locals tournament because it's easier to do offline than online. And I just like
Yeah.
spam that, and then people were like, "Sick, dude!" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah. I'm excited to play this game offline because the
Offline's
fight
a
kick
different breed,
connection.
dude.
I imagine, but the
It's a
fight kick
different.
connections have been getting so much worse. You used to be able to play EU way better than you can now, at least in my
It's basically the
experience.
cyberpunk updates right now. Like one update it's good, one update sucks. The next update it's unplayable. Like
Hey man, my Cyberpunk runs fine on my computer. I don't know what
what?
you're talking about. Yeah, I got a 970 and it runs fine.
What are you talking about, dude?
I mean, my vehicle definitely clipped through the sidewalk and I fell into the void, and then it respawned me on the last place I had footing, which was a part of the void. But you know, easy reload.
Easy reload. I have an SSD and that thing doesn't load as fast as I thought it would.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm actually a little disappointed in that. I was like, this is taking 20 seconds longer than
I
I
was one of those
expected.
people that got into a car and the car exploded. I was one of
Oh
those people.
really?
It was hilarious, but I got so upset because I my last checkpoint was like in my apartment.
Oh no.
Oh, it was
See,
terrible.
I learned a long time ago that you should just have two saves and leapfrog them all the time just in case. Because I think Fallout 3 taught me that. I got stuck in somewhere and I had to reload a whole fucking, old cave. And I was like, I really wish I had a save way sooner than that. So now I'm just kind of like obsessively saving every time something happens.
Hmm.
Oh, I picked up this common healing item. Better save just in case. Don't want to have to pick it up again, but you don't want to have to pick it up again.
Also, circus cancel. You can confirm a kunai super from Hein. I
From what?
Hein. I don't follow. Can you show me the notation? This
Oh,
um
Kian.
reverse DP. Oh yeah, okay. Yep, thank you. Yeah, the reverse DP where it doesn't knock you down or launch you. She just goes right up and then it like cuts you up along the way. Oh, and the penguin kick. Okay, yeah, that too. That too. Okay, never mind. She has plenty confirms.
Yeah, and imagine she can also just what is it? Double quarter circle in the air. So is one quarter circle just single kunai?
You could do that too, but I don't think
Okay,
it's
yeah.
needed.
Well, I mean, like you can throw the kunai and then see what they're doing and like react to. Oh, they're jumping at me. Better rip the super, right?
Yeah, 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 you can. You can combo SA2 from jump HP. What? I didn't know that. Correct, dude. You just gave me another reason to play SA2 Ibuki. I'm not even joking. Dude, I've been trying to find out how to like, combo into it, and I couldn't find any way, and I just gave it up. And then El Murray shitting on me basically made me be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't.
And it feels like there's so much hidden information in Third Strike that you really got to be a super sleuth to dig up. That's like
Yeah.
another reason I take notes because you have no idea. Like we should write that down actually because you have no idea like when this is going to come in handy.
Like the
Jumping HP into Super R2, that sounds useful. I don't know anything about Ibuki, but that sounds good.
Super R2, like to Akuma is like death. If you've noticed, if I ever done Super R2 to your Akuma, half his health is gone. Half his health is gone.
Everything does half of Akuma's health. Dude,
Mhm.
he missed a phone call once and the vibration notification put him down to 80%. I
Dang.
swear. God, it's soft tissue paper. It is nice playing Ken, I gotta say. Getting thrown at like, I don't know, like a thumb's width of your HP bar and you're not immediately dead because you're not Akuma. It's like, oh man. It's so nice to survive things.
I know, I see it too. Don't wink.
I'm trying not to. Just gonna smile and wave.
Okay, I'm a robot? Is that what it is? I'm a robot 373. Thank you for the follow. So let's derail real quick, right?
Sure.
Let's derail from Tech Rat. Thank you for the follow. Let's derail from that. What we were talking about with like derailing a little bit, but let's take that and then don't wink. Is that a joke or a threat, bro? Ain't no way. Yeah. So, well, my understanding sometimes is like, yeah, sure, we can go into this topic. So the point of this podcast is to talk about like overcoming things, like hence inside the mind game. So I want to know what's going on in your head when it comes to like a match that make you sweat, like those matches that it's like, man, I kind of want to win this.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how to play to win. I don't have that feeling in the short term, but I definitely have it in like a much more long term. Hence the getting the Ken Urian matchup experience today was just like, I'm like, all right, Urian makes me mad. Okay, the reason Urian makes me mad is because everybody who plays Urian has played him for at least 1,000 hours, clock it, and they never drop anything. I swear to God, anytime I get hit by like a Urian combo, it's just like the most. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so great. Fucking shout outs to Tech Rat and Jared.
Yeah, they're
And
just bullying J Motive.
no, they're bullying me with Urian. But yeah, there's literally one of my favorite Third Strike clips that I is me being up against Jared and him just like getting one conversion and then I lose 90% of my life with Akuma.
Man.
I got to make one choice in the middle of it and I made a poor choice, obviously. And it's just like, I can't believe I was like one interaction away from winning that and now I'm dead. It's like, dude. And
that's how Ibuki feels, don't worry. I think she has about the.
Yeah.
I think she has the same health as Akuma. I think Ibuki does.
Or it's like Akuma or Remy, I think. But yeah, Ibuki's health is pretty low. That's how playing this whole game feels like, though. It's like the reality is like everyone has like 1,000 hours at least, and so it's hard for me to like in the game be like, I want to win this because I'm probably not going to. That's the real truth.
Well, what is it called? Well, when I was just starting out, right? I had that same feeling where it's like, man, I'm not really gonna, like, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but like, I'm in situations just like, I don't think I'm gonna win this. I'm just gonna sandbag, But sometimes I just have this weird rush where it's like, I don't care who you are, I just want to beat you. Not because I want clout or nothing, but because like I feel like I have to prove something.
I get that after I hit a raging demon. I felt like maybe like 3 or 4 raging demons, like in total, my entire time I played Akuma, and like every time I got those, I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I'm winning this round. It's over. I just won because I hit that. I won.
And Ganagent fucked.
Yeah. Oh God, I hate Ganagent too. It's so good. Oh, I hate to find out that Ken gets comboed. This is a silly way of saying this, but I hate to find out that like the same combos that screw up Akuma also, totally destroy Ken, and it's like, oh, having more life doesn't matter if I still make the same mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, playing Ken
Man.
doesn't just instantly make me a better player. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really, and that's like what I'm actually trying to do is like the long term. I'm not picking up Ken because I'm done with Akuma. I'm picking up Ken to get my Akuma better.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm a very much like a very big proponent of like if you ever feel like in any amount of rut, if you're ever in any amount of rut, just like learn a new character.
Mm-hmm.
You see the game from a different perspective. You take a serious break from the character you're rutted in. My goal is to not play Akuma. I'm just gonna practice like execution, but not play Akuma in a match for like 5 months. And like I'm like, okay, like now that I've played the game for about a year, like can I come back to this character and relearn how to play him with
Mm-hmm.
all the bad habits hopefully gone,
Dude, I'll give
not like
you
the cutscene all the
the
time.
best recommendation ever. If you want to learn good neutral and knowing when to strike, and if you don't strike, you get killed instantly, is play Ryu.
Oh my god.
I
Honestly,
if you've
I'm
seen
actually I'm doing a poll right now
mm-hmm.
on my channel to see like what people want to see or what they think I should play like alongside Ken.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like I omitted like 12 Remy and Sean because I
Doesn't
don't want
make
to go that
sense.
low on the tier
Right.
list. Yeah, I
You don't
just
want to go from Akuma and then like 12.
yeah, yeah,
Like what is wrong
exactly.
with you?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if I'll learn anything learning 12 either.
Mm-hmm.
And but the one character I'm really crossing my finger that doesn't win is Ryu, just because I'm like learning Akuma Ken and Ryu. It's just like, oh, can I play a character that's not a Shoto for once in my life? Like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck.
Why not play like I know Mash Legs told me this. He was like, "Why don't you play Oro if you like doing wacky Yuri and stuff so much?" And I was like, "Oro doesn't look cool."
he, I agree that his aesthetic is disgusting old man vibes, but
Uh-huh.
a lot of the stuff that he does is actually kind of cool to me. The launcher into chicken leg, like the side switch reset.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty neat. But it's another character where you're sort of when you're getting comboed, you're just sort of just like elevator music's going on, and you're just like, oh man, I really can't
When is
wait
this
to
gonna
get to the
stop? It's
99th
like
floor. Yeah, is it my
Marvel
turn
2
yet? Like, fuck.
combos. Yeah. Oh my
Ugh.
gosh.
Yo,
Whenever I've had
that's
a Oro that knows what they're doing and then they like put me in the launcher, I'm like, "Oh my god, here we go."
yep, yep. I was oh god, I think it was Dank Ainsley. He's been playing some Oro against me while
Mm-hmm.
I've been learning Ken since like the start of January. And he was dropping some of his unblockables, but I feel like the last time we played, his combos, like if I squinted just enough, it would look like I'm playing Harry Almond, and I'm not even kidding. He's just like hitting his combos, not dropping anything, and I'm just like, not this again.
Yeah.
No. Why is everyone perfect at everything they do? So
I mean,
I
for a long while, I actually had to think of what combo I wanted to do. Like, let's say I stun someone, and then you just pause
mhm.
for a minute. Like, oh
Oh
shoot, what,
god.
what punish? You know, I have that moment a lot where I stun someone I didn't know I stunned them. I'm like, oh shoot, what's the punish? And then they got out of stun and just DP you.
So my experience is like I played Akuma, right? And I'm just like, I don't stun people, I kill them. What am I
Yeah.
supposed to do here?
So when you do
How are you
stun someone,
playing
it's like,
live?
what's the optimal punish?
Yeah.
I already know mine. I do it a lot. It's like jumping hard punch into standing MK and then Rida, heavy Rida,
I'd
the command
probably
grab.
jumping heavy kick into either like a normal into super or standing HK like Hiktatsu DP, depending if I had meter, maybe. I don't
Hmm.
know. It's probably a lot of damage.
Also, I'm a robot. Hopefully I'm saying that right. With like yeah, with like Yang, I believe he has a command grab, and if people block too much to your like your Rekkas or anything, you can just like stop the first or second Rekka midway and just command grab them, and then start the Rekkas from like crouching MP into Rekkas. I think you can do that. Anyone correct me if I'm wrong.
The only thing I know about Yang is that Jared played him for 2 weeks a long time ago. That's
Mm.
all I know about Yang. That's the only thing.
I know everything about Yang. It's just I don't play him. Thank you, Jane
Game
Butter.
mode.
That's much better than what I
No,
said.
no, no. I honestly, I okay. If he's new to Yang, like I don't know if watching Japanese players is gonna help him. They're the plays that they're making are like way too high level. Like, all right, at least from my perspective, watching Japanese players lets me see things sort of, but like at the same time, like I need to see lower level play,
Mm.
in my opinion. Something that's way more obtainable and way more like head wrapable. Wrap your
Mm-hmm.
head around it.
I don't know. I find it like very like
I think you
helpful
need
but
both.
not helpful at the same time. Like if I'm new at
Yeah.
something and someone shows me like a
Tippy
high
top.
level play, I'm like, but how do
Yeah.
I do that? But
Yeah,
J motive
exactly.
is it's a good thing. I'm not like downplaying what you just typed.
Yeah, sorry. I realized. I was like, no, 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 no. Definitely watching high like top level play is important, but like
Mhm.
you need to. I wish more people in more competitive scenes push like mid level play, because it's just like if you're new, that's the next level for you basically. I mean,
Mhm.
there's way more in between starting and mid level play, but mid level is at least like your like the local the meta that you should be working towards. At least it's like
Mhm.
overcoming that, learning what they do, and like learning how to beat it basically.
Right.
Learning what the Japanese do is like, I don't know if that would help me with anything.
Mhm.
I'm also a bad player, so who knows?
Yeah. We just hit that halfway mark, so I don't know if you want to right now, but we have something special for you guys.
I wanted to finish the thought
Okay. Yeah.
regarding oro combos, and just like, scratching your face while you're getting comboed, or doing something with your hands because you don't
Mhm.
need to touch the stick.
Yeah.
Something I really really love about melee is the concept of DI, or directional influence. Are you familiar, Kioske?
Uh,
You know DI, right?
I believe you told me like holding the
So
stick forward a bit lighter than all the way changes the movement or something.
yeah, so in Smash, when you get hit by anything, you can influence the knockback in so many words. And it's been a while since I've had to like know how to explain this, so I'm probably going to do this wrong. But basically, you can, using your entire stick, direct. You're gonna get hit, and you're gonna get hit away generally, but you can use your entire stick to influence if you get hit away and up, or away and down, or away and like in a little bit.
Mhm.
And so like one thing I just miss from like Smash in general is just like being active on defense. In Street Fighter, I'm kind of just like hoping they drop it and waiting, to play defense again, rather than like just watch myself get comboed.
Like
But in Smash, you're
turns.
able to like, yeah, exactly, like turns. In Smash, you're able to like kind of defensively throw off your opponent a little bit and try and survive the hit, or and there's like mind games involved in that too, where like the next hit isn't necessarily guaranteed going to be a hard hit, so you do bad DI on it, and then they can like follow up with a hit that will actually kill you.
Mhm.
It's very
Or
like
like
defensively, that game is very interesting and layered.
I think Accent Core has this where you can just burst
Yeah,
like in the middle of someone's
yeah,
combo, you can just burst so to just
yeah,
end it. They have
yeah.
that in Blaze Blue as well.
I think a lot of anime fighters have like a burst mechanic. I played Immaterial and Missing Power as a Toho fighter way back in college, and that had a burst mechanic as well.
Oh wow. Animator
Yeah.
says what? You gotta be mad active in defense.
No, I'm not. No, I'm talking about when you're getting comboed. Defense is obviously like an active experience, but in when you're getting comboed by, 30 million hit Urian or Oro combos, and you're just like, I got hit. Oops. Which I do a
Mhm.
lot, by the way. I don't know if you guys tuned in my stream at all, but I get hit a lot.
Yeah.
Just like I kind of glaze over and wait to touch down to the grace of God's green earth again, so I can play. But in Smash, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do things to try and prevent you from comboing me forever, basically, and killing me. Okay, I think that's the end of that
Yeah.
thought.
I mean we can go on for a bit, you know.
Oh man, it's just, and the movement in Melee feels really good too. Speaking of things that I love about that game, like it just feels, it just feels so good to just zooping around the stage and
Mhm.
doing all of that crazy stuff. It's so much fun. It was so much fun learning that, and so much fun just doing that stuff. I think that's still like the reason I still play the game. Actually, is them just moving around feels really good.
Mhm. Actually, I'm gonna integrate like the you know, let's do that. Let's do the 20-minute section that I saved for the end now, and then save the best for last, which is sumo.
Yeah,
Yeah, sumo. The sumo.
I'm excited. Soon, bro.
Sumbro.
Ooh, I call that for Fightcade. That's my new alt. That's the flat Earth alt.
Sumbro.
Soon, bro. Sumo, bro.
Okay, so this is where we take your guys' questions. Well, this the first time is, but you guys can ask anything you want to spy from me, and then we'll try our best to answer it and like talk about topics about it, I guess, and like derail.
Yeah,
But if
and
you guys have
derail
any
the
questions
conversation as well.
to ask me or Spife that I haven't asked already, then shoot, you know.
Whether you don't know if I suck at Bomberman yet, okay? Money match?
Money match. Uh-oh.
Can we play Bomberman online?
The name is his answer.
What is the most fun thing about Third Strike? Ooh. The thing that gets me the most hype for Third Strike is hitting Raging Demons. The thing that is the most fun is the concept of jump-ins and parrying. I remember finding someone on Reddit, like on like the FGC subreddit, or whatever, complaining about parrying on third strike, and I was like, I realized that like the reason you get parried and the reason you get blown up for parrying is because your opponent knows you're pressing that button, and if you didn't press that button, they can't parry you.
Right.
And so if you jump in and they parry you 10 times out of 10, don't press the button. And then so like empty jump ins is the most fun thing to third strike. I think it's the most fun like concept to me. It's just like when two people jump at each other, they don't press any buttons, they land in front of each other. It's
Yeah.
just like I love how we got here because pressing a button is worse than not pressing a button in this
Mhm.
case.
No,
Oh my
you know
God.
what's even more funny? I feel like the most common situation to have a double KO is if like two Ryus are playing, they're on like the last bit of health, they empty jump, then once they land, they both shore you at the same time. It's the funniest shit. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
scroll up the
God.
chat.
Ooh, or shimmying. I really like
Oh yeah,
shimmying.
shimmies
Shimmying is
are
a lot of
fun.
fun. It's so much
Uh,
fun. That's all melee is shimmying and neutral.
mhm. Lambda says, where do you both find the strength to keep playing 3S? For me, it's like learning something new and applying it to in game. That's what strives me to learn more, because the more and more I learn, and the more and more stuff that works, I can add it to my deck of cards. And then once I actually use it all in practice, it's like hilariously fun.
That's why I don't like first to tens because I don't have a deck of cards that's like
It's gonna last that long?
I have like two tricks and
Mm-hmm.
they're not very good. But yeah, it's same thing for me, dude. It's just like learning. I don't really play PvE games anymore, like single player games, because like they're designed to be beaten essentially. And I find the fun in like learning something new and then the next, having to learn something else new the next day,
Mm-hmm.
rather than the game just like walking you through the tutorial and then walking you through the first level and then walking you through, because modern games are kind of easy too.
Mm-hmm. Goss says, what do you think about the co-op format versus regular 1v1s?
Dude, co-op is awesome. I
Mm-hmm.
love Squad Strike is awesome. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Squad Strike.
yeah, you have to support it.
Speaking of which, there's a Squad Strike this weekend.
Yeah, you can plug it. Don't
come,
worry.
come. Okay, hey, my name's Spiife. I'm co-host Squad Strike with Bonza. That's his name.
Bones.
Don't say Bonesta. It's Bonza. And gotta remind myself that one. And it's a teams tournament.
Yo,
Bones hit
Hikaru,
me up
thank you
and
for the follow. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Bones hit me up and he was like, "Hey, we should like host an event." And I was like drunk enough to be like, "Sure, it should be fun and not the same as There's a bunch of 1v1 tournaments at the time, and I was like, "No, let's
Mhm.
do a teams event." And then here we are. Come sign up for Squad Strike. It's trios on Sunday. 5 p.m. EST is the start of the stream. 6 p.m. is bracket. There it is.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ranimator says, why is your name Spife?
I gotta respond to Tech Rat real quick. Tech Rat, we're gonna money match in a month or two, okay, buddy? I'm like,
Damn.
obviously you whoop my ass. It's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Wait, in
Hey,
what?
get your wallet out. Tech Rat clipped him whooping my ass and taunting mid combo, and then I responded to that tweet with money match or something like that, and then he's now trying to money match me. I didn't think he'd
Okay.
actually follow through with it.
It's okay. Just give me your account, and then
Hey,
wait,
good
no.
call. I wonder what Shotokan's doing later. Anyways, my name's Spife because I was playing an old MMO back in 2003, and I needed to name my rogue, and I wanted the name to sound sharp sounding, and I guess that's why it rhymes with knife. But I went with Spife.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that game
Nobody
didn't
asked me how
allow.
I got my name. It's the most
Oh yeah,
random
go.
shit.
How did you get it?
After like 5 redos of getting names, I was like, well, let's name something that sounds Japanese without sounding Japanese. Let's put a 0 in the middle of it. I was like, let's just do this. Yeah, let's slap it together. Yeah, that's Kioske. Yeah. And then after making Kioske, I got so not upset, but I was like, man, maybe I didn't word this right, as I do with everything else, because you were like, hey, kiosk, and I was like, what?
Well, at least you don't get Key Zero Ski. What is that? Am I saying that name right? Key Zero Ski.
Oh my god.
I like
It's
Kioske though. I like the pronunciation of it too. It's fun to say.
um let's scroll up a little bit. Uh I am Robot says, how do you break habits like wake up throw? Asking for a friend. Break habits like wake up throw. Um
Play a game where that's the only thing you focus on.
yeah,
Just
like
do anything else on wake up or block on wake up is probably just the best option anyways.
that's mainly what I do. Like if I don't want to wake up DP, just like remember, like, okay, I want to walk into this match, don't wake up DP. If you wake up DP,
Yeah.
you have to do another match.
Or play with a friend and like, you know, kind of like casually hang out and talk and stuff like that. And anytime, because like the reason it's a habit is because you're unaware of doing it. Otherwise, it's not a habit. It's just like something that you do, right? Like, I don't know what the denotation of habit is. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to Google it, but and the reason it's a bad habit is because you're like unconsciously just like wake up throwing or wake up DPing every time or whatever.
Right.
And what you need is you need someone to point out to you, like, hey, are you aware that you're doing this every time? And if they point out to you every time that you do it, you're gonna be like, oh, like thank you. I do it 10 times in a row without even thinking, but now
Mm-hmm.
you're telling me every time I do it. And it's like, okay, I can consciously think about this even easier. I
Right.
really need that with playing with someone else, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Really helpful to be in chat and have them just be like, okay, you're doing this, stop doing the dumb thing. And it's like, oh, hey, thank you. Good point. Gotham says blocking equals good. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Favorite ice cream flavors right now go chocolate, strawberry, and sometimes vanilla. I'm so basic.
I've been jamming to this coconut almond my parents have been picking up, but I like pistachio is pretty good. And oh fuck. I just had some ice cream recently too. Strawberry ice cream. Oh,
Dude,
dope.
we're both from Chicago, so I think you know like when you go to an
You
ice
know,
cream shop, do you know like this term Superman flavor?
I don't think I
It's
do.
just rainbow sherbet.
Oh.
That's what
Do you
my
know that place? It's on, I think it's on Kimball, but it's like a Italian ice spot that you can just like walk up to the window and order from.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it like almost like a
Trying to,
basement home?
yeah, I think so. It's
Mm-hmm.
Miko's Italian Ice, and it's not Kimball. It was a dirty lie. What block is
Ooh.
this? Oh, it's Humboldt Park Boulevard.
Yep, I've probably been there.
Yeah, right next to Fullerton and Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's so good. I like not last summer, but the summer before that, just after moving to Logan Square, we would like walk over there and get some Italian ice.
Dude, that's
It's dope.
sick.
Yeah.
Weatherman says, "What made you guys decide on your characters?" For me, I came from Anime Fighter. I came from Blaze Blue, Chrono Phantasma Extend to Third Strike, and then I was like, I want a character that can combo like shit. So I picked Ibuki. Plus,
Dude,
I played Ibuki in like Street Fighter 4. So
Ibuki seems really cool. I want to get good enough at Third Strike so I can start learning other characters. And Ibuki and Delby are two characters I really want to learn. Same with Makoto, but I don't know.
mm-hmm.
The more I play, the
I
more I'm just like, Makoto
originally
seems like a lot of work.
I originally wanted to play Remy, like my very first character.
Oh my god, really?
I just want to play Remy, but I was like, charge character, what? So I never understood how to play Remy.
I chose Akuma because he was pseudo banned in Street Fighter 2 because of the air fireball, and he's like one of the only characters, or at least one of the only fighting game characters in like 2008 that was like kind of banned. And I was just like, oh, dude, of course I want to play this character. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
He's so good. He almost got his kit was so good. He almost got banned. Of course I want to play this
Um,
and play Akuma.
TechRat says, any plans to keep the game alive? I've seen spikes and large drop-offs in players over the years, and to be honest, this is the most seen I've seen it popping off. So I have a lot of long-term plans when it comes to Third Strike. I'll give away one of them because I've been thinking about it for a long time. So everyone knows I'm under 21, right? So in Chicago, the only locals like Third Strike area is Logan's. It's like a barcade, and I can't go there because I'm under 21, right? So it really sucks that I can't just like hang out with everyone and play the locals in an arcade like how everyone else is. So I want to like make I want to make like a I want to make like some local scene for like people under 21 if that's even possible.
The problem is you'd need like a venue, and I know from playing Melee in the city that there's like not a whole lot of like lands around, or you know,
The kitty
and then
cave.
like the whole reason that like the barcade thing came back is because kids don't have as much money as adults buying booze, right? So
Mhm.
like I don't know.
Well, like
There might be a way to go to Logan and be like, hey, is there any way you can host 18 and up events and you give them a little band and they can't buy booze? Like I don't know.
I have no
Like
idea, dude.
because that's the problem is there's like no other venues really.
When I was too shy to call Logan's, Venka actually called Logan's himself and asked a bunch of questions.
Oh, that's so
Uh,
cute.
yeah, and then he reported back to me like saying like, nope, you can't go, and I was like, oh dang.
I'm so mad that I couldn't have done that for you. We were. I feel like I got into Third Strike almost too late.
I got into Third Strike like 2 years ago. It's not that like just 2 years ago. I've been playing for 2 years. That's about it.
Damn, I wish I'd been playing for 2 years.
Yeah, just give it a year.
Give it a year. My I guess my answer to Tech Rat's question is like it's hard to convince people to like something, I think. And I think the best that we can do as people, as Kioske and I, Venka, all of us in the
Huh.
position where we're like actually streaming and hosting things is
Mhm.
like host events, make things that people are interested in showing up to, you know. I mean, I don't know stream stats off the top of my head for everybody, but I do know, or I'm pretty sure Battle Royale Theater has been having more viewers now that Justin Wong has entered 2 weeks now and
Mhm.
like kind of advertised it a little bit,
Mhm.
promoted it a little bit. And it's just like people will definitely play this game. We had, you know, 10,000 people tuning into the Japanese
Dude,
tournaments,
there's like
right?
50K
In the
people
J12.
watching Maximilian play Third Strike on 30th for PS4 in ranked
Yeah,
matches. Like, it's
exactly.
crazy.
Like people will tune in and watch this game and will come up and play too. You just got to like give them, that's like one of the reasons I'm doing Squad Strike is that like I saw like kind of like a gap in the market sort of, and I was like, you know what, it'd be cool to like be able to shoulder the responsibility to host like an event that people would want to do. That's why I'm psyched that duos is like way more popular than what we were doing before. Actually,
Mhm.
I'm glad that like more people are into it, more people are like excited to play in it.
Uh, Unpopular opinion, I feel like. I don't know if anyone will agree at me, but I feel like this is no disrespect, by the way, but I feel like it's kind of not really insulting, but like it brings me sort of like a little bit of like I don't think that's fair when Justin Wong like shouts out like Tommy Two Step, right? But
Mhm.
like doesn't give anyone else the attention,
Yeah.
like there's Battle Royale Theater, and then like literally remember we did a tweet. I was promoting your tweet when talking about Squad Strike, right? Was
Yep.
there ever a reply to that?
Yeah. No, I don't. Let me double check, but no, I don't think so. And
Like
I gotta like figure out like how do I DM Justin Wong and be like, hey, there's a third strike tournament on Sunday. Bring 2 friends. Be there by 5 p.m. EST or be there by 5:30 or whatever. And it's like, oh god, like
I know,
I feel like that might work though, but I don't know.
it's just
Crowdsource
like
right now, chat. How do we get in touch with Justin Wong? Because
just
that's all we would need. I honestly think
parry his
if we went,
SA2. That's how you get in touch with him.
what?
I said parry his SA2. That's how you get in touch
No.
with him.
Justin Wong.
That's how you get
Um,
validated. You have to parry it.
God, someone's got to sign into my account. But I think like you could talk to Tommy and just be like, hey, ask if Justin wants to go to some other third strike tournaments.
Hmm.
Because people, like I said, like people will play this game. People like watching this game and they like playing this game. It's hard to learn, but with the more people learning it, the more soft spots you have to step down. I
Yeah,
guess.
but dude, it's like what J Motive said in the chat. Like big streamers have no real investment in the scene, unfortunately. Like,
Yeah.
uh, a very unpopular opinion. Again, I feel like this is gonna get hate towards me, but like I feel like when big people, like quote unquote big people, get bored, they'll start asking things like that. Like, hey, is there any tournaments I can do? And then people start advertising their tournament. So it's like a win-win where they're not bored anymore, and their like channel and tournament gets boosted. But that's how like what J Motive said, right? You know,
I
like.
mean, another problem with it too is like Twitch. There's Third Strike and there's like the game of Twitch.
Mhm.
And playing like streaming Third Strike is not really like playing it isn't like playing the game of Twitch. And it's just like if you look at the statistics, like there are more people tuning in to watch Street Fighter 5 than there are Third Strike, and that's just the truth. I mean, people like Maximilian and Justin Wong. Justin Wong more specifically, because his stream is how many people is watching his stream right now? Only 500. Jay Wong's a lot newer to like trying to monetize like streaming and content creation
Mhm.
than Maximilian is, at least I imagine. And that means like playing the games that will grow their channels, right? Playing the games that will gain them more.
But
I don't even know how you want to word this,
once you
you
reach
know?
the point where it's like, yeah, I get like 10K average. I can play whatever I want. Someone's gonna want.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
mentality sucks because like it like
Yeah, because you're
really
just sort of
shits on everyone else that like wants to do their own thing, but they can't.
yeah. Well, but I mean, that's just again, that's like a part of playing the Twitch game. I mean, I like to talk about Chizo 5 is a Super Mario 64 speedrunner, and
Mhm.
there was like a month within the last like 3 or 4 months that he just like took a break from that and was just streaming like Call of Duty Warzone. And he was bleeding so many followers. I think I saw him lose like 20 or 30 followers
Oh
in a
my
single
gosh,
day.
dude.
I know, but the dude has like 100,000 followers. So but like for you and me, I can't even comprehend losing 20 followers. Like, what did I do to lose 20
That's like a
followers in
quarter
a
of my
single
follower
day?
count, right?
That's like a tenth of mine. Like what? Or no, that's like a 20th of mine. Like what the fuck? That's so. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just come out and say like, oh, Yun's not a good character, and I just adamantly defended it for 60 minutes? Like what the hell happened?
Mm-hmm.
But he still had he would stream to like 1,000, 1,500 people Mario 64 on average every night. But he still had while streaming Warzone like 100 viewers. Like 100 people would still tune in to watch him, play just completely random, not Cheezo 5, not N64, not Mario 64 at least game.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's just kind of like my point is that like ultimately Third Strike is a great game. It's a great game, but it's not, look at the numbers. There's just like way less people involved in Third Strike on Twitch than other games, more
Mm-hmm.
newer games rather.
Yeah. Hikaru says 3S is a beautiful game, but it's also not for everyone, you know. Not everyone has the mental fortitude to intentionally go on, get their shit kicked, and repeat for
Yep.
years. Everyone wants to be the next nuclear boss, but how many people will put in the work and time,
Yeah.
right?
100%. And that's like the I've been enjoying playing Street Fighter 5 recently, and it's because I can play people my skill level. It's like the only reason I enjoy playing that game is I
Mm-hmm.
can queue up for rank and like play another random shitter and I can win. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can't do that on Fight Game.
Mm-hmm. Who's your
And
guys'
that makes it
favorite? Hmm?
I was gonna say that makes like Third Strike kind of like a rough spectator sport too, because like we all, have been playing and grinding it for however many months or years or whatever, and we understand parts of the game. But if you're just like randomly tuning into Maximilian one time and he's playing Third Strike, you might just not really, I guess Street Fighter, but at the same time, like Third Strike has a little bit more going on with the parry system.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Weatherman says, "What's your guys' favorite American and Japanese Third Strike players?" Uh, I mean, I'll say I'm with Steelhammer all the way with American players. Is Spiife good?
Yeah, we're fine. I don't know if I have any.
No.
I like Match's Goki. he's got he's got some really good Akuma.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't know. I just don't know if I've like watched enough tournament matches to be like, oh yeah, I'm like really excited for this. Maybe Tominaga. Tominaga is really explosive to watch, really fun to watch.
Yeah, J-Moto, I'm gonna get to that, but that kind of pushed up everyone, so I'm gonna just read everyone else's real quick, and then we'll get to yours, all right? Um, Not everyone loves playing Third Strike, but everybody loves watching it. Exactly, right, Animator.
I agree.
There's huge gaps in the skill levels. Yeah, where it's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's so crazy to me that like there is a community for the low, like no disrespect, but like there's a community for the lower people and there's a community for the higher people, right? But what's sad about it, and I feel like everybody can relate to me, if you're in one of those camps and if you're not going as a fast enough pace as everyone else is, you're gonna get left behind. Like
Yep.
if you're not going as fast as the higher end people, you're gonna be put into the lower end camp, right? And then if you're not competing with the lower end people, you're fresh out of the box
Yep.
or considered as that. That's what sucks is that you have to keep up with everyone else that you aspire to be and that is growing with you. If you can't keep up with them or if you take a break, they're going to be levels above you and you're not even going to be playing that same first to 10 casuals anymore.
Well, you that's important. You just hit on something really important, and that you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that you have to keep up with everyone that you're playing with. Like the
Yeah.
truth is, and this is something I should remind myself of more. But like while you grow as a player, other people are growing as a player.
Exactly.
We're not comparing our growth rate. We're comparing our F prime, or the rate of our growth.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just said I don't know.
Like I'm
But
sure like let's say I'm a slower grower as you are, right? And then
yeah,
like let's say you grew very fast, but your peak may not be as high as my peak, right? But in order to get there, we both need to put that equal amount of time of work. But if someone takes a break, there's obviously going to be a huge gap in skill.
yep, yep. Yep, exactly. And I mean like that's really how I've had this opinion the entire time I've been playing competitive games. Is like the way you get better than someone is they take a break.
Yeah.
That's basically it. It's like yeah, I mean, or you just like sit down with an insane player for like 8 hours a day and just like grind it out.
Mm-hmm.
High quality hours, lots of high quality hours.
Mm-hmm. So what J Motive was saying, or is saying, we have tournament / people playing, but in my opinion, we are seriously lacking a dojo type stream where people go to learn and ask questions on the mechanics. Do you guys think there's a space for this in Third Strike stream community? Also, there are many other are there any other Third Strike related content you'd like to see more of? I'm gonna touch up on the dojo thing. I really agree. Like 110%, we need more of that. Like
Yeah.
I know we have like a dojo theme thing, like Dynasty League, right? But nobody really asks questions. They're just trying to rank up, like, or at least I
Yeah.
that's what I see. Like, oh, you want to rank up all the way in Dynasty League and
Well,
stuff.
it's like a tournament event.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm not surprised that it's not starting from like a educational perspective basically.
Mm-hmm. So
I definitely think that's a niche J motive that could be filled. I try and ask a lot of questions, but I don't really like approach at it as like a educational thing. It's more like
hey,
come
random
hang out in
question.
my wake and ask and learn what I learn, I guess.
Yeah, and like those random questions where it's like, hey, can you confirm this in a super? Not really anything
Yeah.
like if it's a no or a yes, it's not like you'd be using it, right? But
Yeah,
nobody
exactly.
really asks like, hey, I'm having trouble with this. Can you help me with this? Or like earlier, I think someone was talking about like Yang stuff, right? I forgot who it was, but that's really
Robit,
helpful.
I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's really helpful. I enjoy getting those comments because I try my best to my ability to help people out. If it doesn't work, then maybe we'll find something else tomorrow.
We need like an encyclopedic player to run like a classroom, like an hour or two a week of like some kind of like third shift classroom.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have like the background. I don't have the I'm not qualified for that position. I'm
Mm.
qualified for being in the classroom and asking questions, but not fucking leading that.
Jared says,
Uh,
I think KD is probably the closest that the scene has to what in terms of educational streamer. He drops so much knowledge and reviews people's VODs on stream. Very helpful. I agree 100%. Like the
yep.
first tourney I went to, like online tourney, KD did like a breakdown video of my Dudley when I was like week 2 into Dudley. But it's fine because he gave me so many tips and it really helped. Dizzy says, Venkabot's channels what comes to mind when a handful of players have been leveling up through his streams. Yes, me
Yeah.
included. I'm one of those people. Dagger G did a fucking workshop on the wait, what? On a workshop like the competitive Street Fighter mindset once a long time ago during the SF4
Wow.
era. Oh wow,
Really?
Nika KO, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was like one of the first Search Shake streams I saw, and he had the like the buttons on the side, and when he was like in between matches, there's all these informational slides.
Mm-hmm.
But Nika, how often does he stream? I feel like it's really infrequent.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like steal this idea and like jump in and be like, oh well, I'm gonna be the one. But like I feel like somebody more well known and someone that knows the game better than I should have the liberty of
Yeah.
doing it. I think it's just mainly because all of us are nervous.
Ooh.
Like, will I support the best information?
Yeah. I don't know about Liberty though. Let's just convince Katie Alpha to do it, or Mutant.
Hmm.
Mutant would be good too, I think.
I'll pay him jazzy points. Don't worry.
Those are worthless
So
in
they're
this
worth plane
economy.
tickets, dude. You should steal knowledge from other players, then you put it out. No. I'll
But I
give
mean
them credit.
that kind of touches on something else too. Is that like
Is
really
it
we're
really
sort of
anyone's
talking about
knowledge
like
though?
content creation and like digging through and looking up the information. I've sort of like was toying around with the idea of like doing like new player primers on different characters
Mm-hmm.
from like because I'm a new player too, and it's like okay, like what's useful and what's like not useful, and just like kind of trimming the fat. But there's also just so many 10 to 20 minute long videos. I'm like, here's Dudley in Third Strike, and it's just like I don't know if I could like approach that in a different way good enough to really like justify making that content.
Oh, Randometer, you mean like person lore or like the game lore? Like I know, like maybe
Like
for
you mean
example, like the
players?
melee lore with like Hungry Box and everyone, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah, Snow
lore
Snow Ash
behind melee.
competitor.
Like him trying to be Evo champion. I remember those days.
Well, and that's like also the problem is even if we still had that, like our scene, like we play a poverty game ultimately, and that's like all of these problems are just kind of like fixed with, an influx of players that actually like care enough to stick around for multiple years. That's the problem, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I guess like in a sense, like we need to. I know you and Venka talked about toxicity, but I think it's really, really important that we don't be like toxic to new players and just don't be. I mean, I
Gatekeeping,
guess I
right?
shouldn't say being. Yeah, gatekeeping is really bad.
Yeah, that's what Venka was talking about.
Yeah. I'm not saying be toxic to each other, but like just don't be. I guess don't be toxic at all because like there's not enough people in the Fight K chat at any given point in time to tell someone that you know enjoyed their mother last night.
Yeah.
There's like 400 people right now, and that's nothing. I'm sure this is a lot of numbers for Third Strike, but that's such a small amount of people in general. That's
Hmm.
so, oh my god, less than 1,000. How cool would that be to have 1,000 people in Fightcade at one, like
Oh my
sitting there for
gosh,
Third Strike at one
that'd be
time?
amazing.
That would be sick. We only have 400 people to play from, and if you cut out the Wi-Fi's and the 1 and 2 bars, like you have maybe 50 people, maybe
Hmm.
ish, probably less. I don't know.
Um, Buffalo. I know who you're talking about. I just don't know how to say that name. Like
Raphael, yeah,
Raphael. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he made a B&B video for Alex, Ryu, and Ken, but they were so useful. I wish there were more of those. Yeah. Uh, the Jazzy documentary is literally what got me into the game. I thought that had a pretty good narrative, following a couple players and their story through the bracket. Yeah, I agree with that as well. The Jazzy documentary is really good. I highly recommend that.
I'm saving that for when I hit a real slump, and I'm just like, oh man, like I think I want to play Third Strike last time. I'm like, all right, bust out the dock, let's go. That reinvigoration.
Hmm. Um, Not like that, but the journey of Justin Wong and the rivalry between two big names or something like that. Oh, I got you. I got you. We don't really have that, right? It's more like you show up. If you get bopped, you never come back again. It's kind of how it goes, you know. Check out Renix primers. Yeah, Renix primers are really useful. That was the very first guide I ever saw in Nabuki. But do you find it crazy that like uh you look up to these people like in like very small scenes like before I started streaming or before I started talking one on one to people like streamer wise, I was a huge geek. Like I was like, "Oh my god, I get to talk to this person. Oh my god, I get to talk to this person." Like the first time I got into like a one-on-one call with like Mutant or someone, right? I was like geeking out the whole time. I was like, I'm that one guy that geeks out from like small people. And not
I
small, but like, you know, like people that you don't
the
find, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, like the local celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
basically the local maximum in the scene. No, I remember the first time I was in a call with Mutant. I was just kind of like, definitely crossed my mind a few times. I was like, dude, I'm in a call with Mutant right now.
Right. That's the same
I,
with
I
me.
asked
Like,
him for
dude.
some. I was gonna say I asked him for some feedback on something real quick, and like
Hmm.
he gave me feedback on something that was sick. He's telling Bones, and I want to change with Squad Strike.
Oh man.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh no, I probably dropped it. I didn't know what to say. Karek says I might be able to do an occasional informal stream and sit through guest info and stuff. I wouldn't know what to really talk about or go over. Also, don't really have the viewer count at the moment. Then again, I haven't been playing 3S, so who knows who might show up if I was. Yeah.
I think if you approach the show like a podcast format where maybe you like single or sat down with someone else, but you sat down and you explicitly said like, all right, we're gonna like hyper analyze this one thing for like an hour, or maybe not this one thing, but this one like element of play. We're gonna talk about like spacing or zoning and just like start it going from like start to finish with this whole concept and being like really thorough with it, and then like leaving space for like questions maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you just like promoted it a little bit, like I'm sure people would be like, oh dude, that's the
Mm-hmm.
that's the I don't even know what you'd call it. The third strike lessons.
Right.
We'll
I agree with
workshop it. We'll
Randomitor
workshop
though. Like, he tries to help where he can in his stream, but he definitely doesn't know the hard facts, so he doesn't want to misinform.
it. Yeah.
All right. And other
And that
streams, right? This sort of like
and this
someone asked in the stream.
we need like and someone who's encyclopedic with third strike to be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of the Japanese players speak English? We'll get them to do it.
J Moda says, "Would you like to see tournaments hosted where only newer players of a certain
Ooh.
skill or level are allowed to answer?" Uh,
So
that's like a double-edged sword though, because there could be Smurfs.
that's true. That's true. Well, oh god, but then they have to like you'd have to have like Big Brother Smurf detectors like sniffing out the Smurfers. And
Hmm.
so like they couldn't go too hard
They
on
can't
stream or
go too
you'd be
hard
like,
because like,
this
what if it
guy's
really
not
is
new.
just like a gifted natural? You know?
Well, but I don't know if you guys have this in your scene, but in Melee we have this thing called an Arcadian, which basically means that ranked players in the top 100 and previous Arcadian winners can't enter. It's basically like a pro-am tournament. I don't know
Hmm.
if there was a league or like a series or not, but I definitely think that this is something you could do. Kioski's right. The first thing you'd have to figure out is how to prevent like Smurfs from coming in and blowing up the event.
All right. Like,
Um,
I don't want to compare this again. It really seems like I'm shitting on Justin Wong, but like, he went to Tommy's tournament. He won first place.
Ooh, not the first week. Hey. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. He got third, but joking about calling him out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's definitely a way to do that. We talked about having Squad Strike seated in such a way where you would have players divided into pools based on their Fightcade rank,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would have to pick one from this pool and then go up or go down. So you're not just like stacking too many players, but like that is asking a lot for our players, and then like it's really easy to just sandbag down to E or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Um
I'm surprised I'm not E rank yet. I've been losing so much.
I turned it off recently, and I like not seeing the letters anymore. I'm just like, yeah, sure, we can play, whatever.
Mm-hmm. 5K2 seems more friendly than 5K1, or maybe it was just that one guy in 5K1 whose name was the N word. Is it the new generation thing? Oh, the Nerdy BAs tournament? Yeah.
That was based on age, not on player skill.
I think you're thinking of someone else, but I you might be right. I don't know.
It's entirely possible. I think about a lot of things. Um,
um,
but yeah, I definitely think there's more room for like more kinds of events though. I think if you think out the side of the box and leave the 1v1 thing, like ultimately my problem with Third Strike is it's a great game. It's really fun to play, but we're all trying to get better at the game, but like to what end? Are we gonna go to Evo? Even pre-COVID, pre Mr. Wizard getting called out, right? And Evo is still like it's gonna happen. It's like, are we going to Evo? Are we like trying to like win Evo? And like I'm not saying that's the whole point of playing the game. It's the friendships we make and
mhm,
the enjoyment of getting better. But that's like for me that there's like no motivation because I'm not going to local tournaments. Playing online doesn't feel the same.
mhm,
Um, but I definitely think that like there's room for more events and like more fun events, and that's kind of my point. Is just like host something that's fun, host something that you think people are going to enjoy. That's what I want Squad Strike to be. I don't want to host a tournament that people want to like go and test their might and prove their strength in the community. Like, and whatever. We're all playing online. The next major is 6 to however many months out. Or the
mhm.
next tournament is 6 to however many months out. And like, what's the prize for that anyways? It's a local. How many people are showing up?
Right. So I guess it's just the experience rather than the achievement you get at the end, you know?
Yeah. And if the experience is fun, people will enter.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
You think?
Yeah. I hope.
Oh God. Um, man, we going for an hour and 7 minutes. Wow.
Oh, damn.
That flew. We
God,
play
I
Third
don't know
Strike
what
because
fun
it's
is.
fun.
What
What's
is
fun?
fun?
He plays Akuma
I've
and
never
Ken.
I've never had fun before in my
All
life.
he knows is DP and show you're up, but no.
And dying to everything.
Yeah. Dude, I need it. Okay, so it's like I want to talk more, but I want to do sumo at the same time.
You want to take a sumo break and then come back and talk about what we learned about sumo?
I mean, if you want. If
All
people
right,
want
man.
sumo, I have the poll thing, I
Oh,
think. Hopefully it
they
works.
want they want sumo.
They want
Trust me.
sumo? Okay.
Yeah. And if they say they don't want sumo, then they don't know what they want.
Oh man. All right then. We're gonna segment off to sumo then.
Sumo hype.
So wait, how do you want to do this where we both see this? Uh, hmm. Very strange. How about like we both turn off our cameras, someone shares their screen, I'll just capture it, and then we'll just talk over it.
That's a good idea. Do you want to share? Oh, I'll share the screen because I've got the computer. Right? Does
Yeah,
that sound good?
okay. Yeah.
All right. I
And I have
dropped
the
the link to
Ethernet cord.
you for the VOD. You do have an Ethernet cord.
Yeah,
At
so
least there's that. Okay.
all right, well I'm
I
gonna
will
turn
turn
off.
off my webcam.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. Shoot. Wait.
I'm gonna share
Window
screen.
capture. There we
Let's
go.
go live.
And then eh. And then wait a minute.
Sumo hype.
Give
Does
me a
anyone
second.
have an hour? This is 3 hours long. So, anyone have a timestamp we want to go look for sumo matches from? Or should I just
Eh.
go nuts?
There we go. Then I'm gonna like enlarge this.
Uh-oh. It's on 1.5 times speed.
Uh-oh.
They
Wait.
waddle so
Is there sound?
fast. Yeah, there should be. Because I think the way I'm sharing the screen should work out with the audio. It might just be really quiet.
It's just very quiet.
Yeah, I'll try and turn it up. Yeah, we should have. Dang, we should have stress tested this. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, we'll also turn. All right, quit. Slow down.
Oh my. All right, wait. Can I do the poll thing? Wait.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Slash poll. Open menu. All right. Question. So who's going up first?
I'm not sure, man. Let's go find a match. These guys. I found a match. I don't know what their names are. Just go by the color, I think. Purple
blue
versus
belt.
green.
Oh, that's blue and green?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
The mirrors. There's a lot of.
All right, guys. Blue or green, guys?
Who is the winner? Oh, dude, who do I think's got it? Dude, I gotta go with my boy Blue.
Oh man, who am I gonna pick?
Someone voted on green, you fool. Oh, wait, I gotta complete. Yeah, there we go.
You know what? I'm gonna go green. Screw you guys.
Actually, getting colors is a card.
Guys are doing sumo. We want to do like a special segment where we like vote on sumo matches.
Wait, so yeah, I'm gambling on the blue guy. Who you gotta gamble against me, man? What we should do is take the gamble on top of the vote. Dang, we screwed up. Who do you have? You have green?
I have green, dude.
Perfect. I've got 3 arcade tokens on blue. Look at him, dude. He's getting down into the ground. He's all ready.
Well, my dude doesn't need to be ready. Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's go. Oh, he's got an outside grip. Green's trying to get the inside grip. Oh, this is so bad for blue.
He's about to.
He's about to trip him, dude. He's
gonna trip him.
Thigh. He's trying.
Dude, we have a full 50-50 split. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what a throw. No, blue. Oh, you damn green guy. Oh, my tokens. My fight on
you. Yo, Lambda, you're right.
Oh, man.
I'll do another.
Yeah, who wants to get into sumo? Yeah, I'll go find another match. Who wants to get into sumo with me? I asked Jared, and Jared said he never would. And then he doesn't want to sumo with me ever again. Forever. Oh my god. Is this okay? This looks like an even match. Some of the matchups are really unfortunate.
This? Like what colors?
It looks like pink and purple. Yeah, it's pink and purple. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you're ready.
Yeah. All right. Start this poll. Pink or perp, guys. Pink or perp.
All right. Who do you got, Kioske? I don't know, man.
I got
both
pink,
these
dude.
guys look pretty stacked. You got pink? That was so fast. What do you see in pink?
Dude, pink just look at him.
No, they're not even in the match yet. I'm almost. Oh, maybe they're.
Doesn't matter. I feel his aura. Look at that.
Oh, I didn't vote. Let's go purple. Perp. Yes.
Oh man.
Twist him out. Get wrecked, nerd. Look at him.
What if he
crying.
just did like a 180 and then punched him?
There. You know what? Pushed him or punched him? Wait, what did you say?
I said, what if he just did a 180, like a spin?
I think they do that. There's a lot of.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the table for sumo, except for having a weapon.
Hmm.
You're not supposed to do that.
Double or nothing, dude. Double or nothing.
All right, let's go find another match.
Birthday yesterday, but
Oh,
showed us all out.
Do we want to bet on this?
For people back
These guys
home
seem like
remembering
nerds.
the
Yeah?
6,434
Nah, these
people
guys are
who
nerds.
died in the
Okay.
disaster in-
Well,
Yeah,
perp
I know,
won.
that's- Yes!
I've,
Oh, dude!
What?
All right, it's Aoyama.
What?
I got my boy Aoyama.
Okay, wait. Don't start yet.
I'm not. I'm bringing it back just so we can get even more hype. I keep getting right before the match instead of the hype, the warm ups.
when he was a
Yeah,
minus,
all right, there we go.
16 man on the
Aoyama.
east
It's
side.
purple versus blue.
4 wins, 11 losses, and obviously
It's
Okay,
commentary.
it's 8 consecutive losses. In the
We should
middle
do
there.
bets instead of pole fusion. How do we
But this
bet?
tournament, he started off with 6 wins in a row. Now has back-to-back losses.
Okay, there.
So will he be
Yeah,
able to
set this to 2 minutes.
get back
There.
to sumo on day 9?
Who will win? Spiife's idol.
If we did, yeah.
This is Aoyama. This guy's really good too. I
Now
forget his
very
name
much
though.
Known for his physique.
Do predictions for channel points.
More than
I only
his,
have one
real
thing you
game
can
boy.
redeem for channel points, dude. I need to update that.
But he's a very kind man. I've been to the Kisebeya, his stable, reporting a number of times. Not reporting on him, but other Rikishi at his stable.
Dude, this is legendary.
But after I was finished with the reporting, he was really kind, sitting next to me, eating chanko.
They're like vigorously
every time
slapping their
I
faces.
finished the chanko,
Rip
Yeah,
other
they-
guy.
tell his,
They really get into
Rishi,
it. Oh,
he would
dude.
tell his,
I hope
Skinny
I'm.
go to,
The Hugo
Weather,
Butler.
now's the
another
time.
big
Put the
gulp
bet
of,
down.
chanko for
Bet
me.
on the other guy, Weather.
So, and even if I finished.
So sumo, I don't know much about sumo,
of
but
the
sumo is
barbecue,
steeped in rituals. That's like
and
what
the
we've been
instant
watching
bit
the
on
last
the
minute and a half.
table,
Is
he
them
would
just
be
like
with
Oh,
they
the
stamp the
glass.
play with
ground,
the-
they throw some salt around, they like bow to each other, they go back and get some more salt.
Mhm.
They do like
So
they do
really
like
looking forward
poses
to,
to like display. Like I said, they like
Akisama
they
getting
make a
his,
Y shape with their
first
hands to show that they don't
Hachibushi
have any weapon. They're not like hiding any weapons.
winning record this tournament. His first time in the top division. So
Let's go, Aoyama!
You Weatherman.
to do that. Akisama on the left in purple.
It's not a phase, Dad.
He
It's
is a
my
pusher
life.
thruster. He's been
Hakusoyama.
going more to the Mawashi.
Let's go.
the past
Oh
few
my
years.
gosh.
The throw. Oh,
The throw,
dude.
dude.
Get
Goes for that
get
Kutenage
fucking.
unblock
Oh my
throw
god,
and
he got
immediately pummels
wrecked. Let's go, Aoyama.
Akisama.
Hell yeah.
Hope Akisama is
My
in it.
boy.
I don't
My
think I've ever
boy.
got too into a
he
sport
okay?
than this one.
What's great about the sport is it's
So
like that
no more
round was
sumo-
super short. We're gonna watch the
Private
replay
sumo
because it's
coming
gonna
up
take like
there
2
from
seconds.
Akisama.
Because I want to watch this.
6-3.
Watching the replay is also really fun.
3 for 3. I'm good at this. Was that a guard jump?
So Ashitaoshi
That-
can
that-
be
I
for
think
that was a
Aoyama
guard jump, dude.
After that, Kutenage.
Aoyama. All right, here it is.
Looking at the replay, a little high. is
Big
Akisama.
hit.
Right hand
Quick
inside
turn.
but
Pull the
immediately
arm.
The Bulgarian goes for a Kutenage
Oh.
unblock throw.
Dude, he just like
Breaks Akisama.
he
Slams
just
his-
did the command grab from the twins.
Yeah.
Just like flipped them around and then pushed them.
Can we get another
Yeah,
angle on
slipped
that
after the
palm
guard
to
jump.
that dude's face? real
Boy's got
quick?
EX
Unable to
moves.
react to that Kutenage.
Oh, this isn't gonna give it. Watch this
There you
hand
go.
hit though. Yeah, right.
Oh
in his-
my
yeah,
gosh.
Right on his
Flipping.
shoulder. Oh my god, beautiful.
Crazy.
Heavyweight attack there.
All right,
Attack
next
of the-
next match? Question mark. And then because he won, he get the whole he
So
gets to hold the
Ashitaoshi
like
victory
spiritual
for
water for the
Aoyama,
next
5
guy.
and 4 now.
This is like the not the holy
Yeah,
water, but the
Sadanomi
holy
smoke.
sumo water.
Akisama
So he's like, I pray you'll
putting
survive
his
this next
neck
match.
once again, just like he
Yeah.
did in the first half.
May your weight
have
be
Hasanami.
grounded to the earth.
hmm
Right.
Former Yokozuna Kitano.
Oh.
No, it was an old. I don't know if we'd see the whole
No,
match.
domestic side is talking about
Oh no.
He got wrecked.
I mean,
All
the
right, here's
veteran
another one. We got orange
goes for a
versus green.
Mikiyotsu right hand
I don't think
inside,
they're
left
Okay,
about
hand
to
so let me-
start.
inside.
let me
No,
start.
they're not about to
No?
start. Yeah, you're good. No, you're good. You got time.
Okay. Pull.
Nope, I lied.
Oh no, guys, vote.
I've brought it back. All right,
Okay.
all right. We're orange versus green, boys. What do we got?
Six divisions.
What do you got,
Followed stable
Kiosuke? Oh
masters.
man.
I got orange because orange is cool.
And,
Wait.
You-
Uh,
oh man. I do like that shade of green though.
Association.
Oni Ramen, thank you for the follow.
The 12th
I'm so
Division
sorry you just followed this time. This is a podcast, I swear.
on the dojo.
We're totally playing Thirst Trick. What do you mean?
I-
All right, so you
it's
got
just-
orange.
Sadanomi,
Yeah.
Sadanomi.
All right, I got 5 arcade tokens on my board.
Dude,
green.
why are there so many
Guys.
people hating on orange? Thank you guys.
Have
Oh,
won all
man.
5 of them.
Thank
Hey,
you.
don't
Thank
vote
you.
with me. Don't vote with me. Vote with Kiosuke.
Shimanomi pusher thruster.
Yeah, we need orange in our
Sadanomi,
lives,
the
dude.
veteran.
Vitamin
Look
C.
for a Mikiyotsu,
Vitamin C.
Right hand inside, left hand outside.
The one with the cheeks. Randomator, we got into sumo in, oh my gosh, they almost headbutted each other.
Big push.
Goes in head
Come on.
first.
It's like a
Oh,
little
you-
special.
Oh.
Oh,
dude.
no.
If he had gotten that rotation and throw, that would have been sick.
What if he just,
No,
like,
I
Akuma
lost.
teleported?
I keep losing these arcade
First
token
time
bets.
in
This
his-
sucks.
6th attempt.
Alright, we can do one more match, then we can close out, if that's cool with you.
Hey, that sounds good with me.
reaction by
Alright.
Shimanomi.
Weatherman, I'm
Thank
sorry.
He's now on a 4-bout winning streak.
I gotta believe in the orange.
Sharp
Okay,
break
well,
throw
oh,
from the Tachiai.
Big hits, big push.
Hazoshi.
Whoosh.
The
Good
push.
Hazoshi with the right hand.
He braces himself on the
Bringing
I
Sadanomi
forget what that's
by.
called.
With that armpit attack. And now using that left
This
hand
sumo
that
stream
guy-
could very well be my whole night.
take control.
Guys,
At
this
the
is
end.
Shout out to Spiife for this, though. I was
Dude,
thinking of
it's-
something else.
But it's
I just,
Shimanomi in the driver's seat
hang on.
from start
I'll
to
drop
finish.
the dudes. Oh, I'll drop what we're watching, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Save me. you go. I accidentally found this on
had the
Twitch like a
advantage
week and a half ago, and it's just so interesting. And it's been consistently. It's been this one tournament, this one Basho,
seems like
and
he's
it's
not able to use
been like
his foot
10
quite
plus
well.
days.
Only using his upper body there, and
Yo, Snow, I like how this guy had his
Just
weight
staying
so low to
contention,
the
but
ground, just pushing right in the middle of this dude
no,
the entire time.
running a year ago
Such
in
a
Western
great
critical
sport.
art, dude.
in their beach days.
It
He
looks
did
like
that
we got.
Xism.
What color is this?
From they pushed out
Blue, light
Tomoaka,
blue
All right, let me
Yoshida.
start this poll.
versus. What color is this?
Now it is
Mauve? Mauve? Black? Am I
Tomoaka.
blind?
That's like dark
There's-
purple.
There's some purple, right? I'm not crazy.
Hold
Now
on.
in his fourth
I
Herp.
think.
Or
Makunochi tournament.
blue.
I'll make sure they don't start while you're getting
All
that
right,
one done.
started it.
All right. Who
What
do you
guys
got?
think? I like the blue.
I like the blue as well. Damn. If this is the last one, man, I'll go with whatever you vote.
For the money,
I'll-
dude. Blue,
Yeah, for all the
yes.
money. You vote on blue? I'm voting on perp.
Perp.
I got perp. All right, this is for 10 arcade tokens.
We're always even, dude. Okay, there. Oh, never mind.
All right, let's go. Hopefully they don't go back to play with the rice or the salt.
His
I think they're going to.
debut in the top
All right,
division,
good. I don't know, man.
He
Purple
had
purple
6
seems like he's
losses,
just got a little bit
but he
more
hasn't had a Kachikoshi
more to
in the
lose,
top
you
division
know?
since.
Like if you look
So
deep into his eyes, he kind of has this sense that like
Looking
he,
for his
I get this sense that like they
Kachikoshi
have his wife and kids, you know what I mean?
Oh man, like he has a
Blue.
whole family to avenge.
slash
Yeah, he's got a whole exactly. Meanwhile, Blue's like, yeah, I won last round. I'm gonna win next round. Whatever. I don't give a care.
Yeah.
He's even got like a.
Still
He
23
looks like
years
he's got like
old.
a tank top.
Myogi has
Sun.
spent
No,
34
okay,
years
never
on
mind. That was
veteran
just the lighting. That was weird.
in
Looked
his
like he had like a
52nd
suntan
top
with a tank
division
top
watch.
on. Sumo getting sun, I guess.
All right, guys.
Yeah, blue. I agree. Got him. Blue is definitely pretty.
For the money.
No, they might have
Yoshi
to.
once again. So
Takes a
all
lot
the
for them to get into the match.
Yoshi
All
in
right,
the
that's
top
fine. That's
division,
fine. I got time.
officiating 2 bouts.
Yeah, Purple's got all the time in the world.
They waited so long for this moment.
Only have 18.
Let's go Purple.
I would just love to
bouts
like
in the top
create their
division.
backstories for them.
Down in the Jiro division,
Dude, they're
only 9 bouts.
they're not like people who are sumo wrestlers. Like
One
this, they have
from-
like these identities within the sumo.
Mm.
Kind of, so I think similar to how we have like professional wrestlers.
Yeah, like WWE.
Talking about so
Yeah,
many
but it's
The
obviously
Undertaker.
not nearly as like
This tournament.
insane. I think
Yeah.
it's more just like the
COVID-19.
story of the fighters, and then they like
All
adopt
the
like a
Rikishi
pseudonym.
from 4
Ah.
stables are
Basically.
completely sitting out in January.
I might be wrong though.
They're
Who
from
knows?
the Kokonoe Beya, Tomozuna Beya, Arashio Beya,
Snow, it's
and
awesome, man.
Miyagi
Catching
no
this stuff
Beya.
live at like 1 a.m. is really
That's where
mind
Yoshi
So people
blowing.
think Perp is gonna win.
hails from. He contracted
Aw, dude.
coronavirus just prior to the
Perp's got it.
tournament.
These guys gonna hug or what?
Let's
Oh,
get to
no.
hugging.
All right, so the next squad strike is gonna be IRL sumo. Teams
Oh
of
my
3.
gosh.
Bouts
I'll wreck all of you.
this tournament.
Not really. I'm a stick. You can just throw me.
All right.
Yeah, I've
we go.
seen like skinnier guys sumo, and I'm just like, how does this work?
Right.
Kotonoaka
They're against other skinny
hails
guys. I guess
from
that's
left
how.
and blue.
All right, let's go purple.
Miyagi
The
Ryu.
blue is like built like a
Le
brick
bleu.
house, though, dude.
Kotonoaka looks for a right hand
All right,
inside,
come
left
on.
hand outside grip.
One of them likes to
Big pusher.
throw.
But,
That's all I
The
know.
car-
Miyagi, the veteran, is all
Oh
pushing,
my.
Big hit.
but he
Oh,
goes
You're the
in for
turnaround, the
it.
180.
Switch.
That right
Oh,
hand,
oh.
double
Looking
hand
for a
inside
grip,
Grabs.
dude. You're
Not
looking
a
for
good
a grip.
grab. Get the car throw.
Double leg
No.
Kotonoaka.
The
Oh.
car throw.
Oh,
Look at that.
no.
Great Skiyotoshi
My
victory
fight
for
money.
Kotonoaka.
My fight money.
Out muscling Miyagi Ryu.
Oh, dude.
Girl
he
missed the
did miss
tech.
the tech.
Seemed
I
like
agree.
to be in a
He teched that throw.
from the get-go, but,
Dude, that was
display
hype.
from Morozashi.
I've seen a few where they
Good
like
comeback by
grip up in the
Kotonoaka.
middle, and they're just like catching their breath for like 10 seconds after like going at it for that long. It's
Skiyotoshi.
crazy.
Thrust down.
That's sad. Purple's like leaving the building.
Yeah, they both go out to their like little
Kotonoaka staying,
uh
holding his ground
locker
well,
rooms or whatever on the other side.
Mm.
keeping his hips low after allowing Miyagi Ryu.
This turn right here.
And inside.
Oh
Yeah,
my
dude.
god.
He
was
teched that,
amazing.
dude.
Yeah. He gives up his grip to go for an arm grip here. Right there. He brings his left hand in, and then he goes
cost him.
back for. Well, no, he goes back in for this grip, and then I think this is what wins him the match. Is this like grip on the hip?
Miyagi Ryu seemed to
'Cause the other guy just can't get a
Be
fucking
able
grip
to-
on him. Oh, he lets go of that one too.
get Kotonoaka over the straw bales with a
No.
Yorikiri. But Kotonoaka turning the tables and persevering.
Needs
there
more
at the
SP.
Tech
end,
rat, what?
using that right hand outside grip or
Oh
nugget,
man.
and then looked like a
Yeah, he
nugget,
was.
but
Yeah, that was such a
that
throw.
was a Kyotoshi cross count
Kyotoshi.
victory to triumph over Myogiryu.
Wait, is this Midori Fuji? No, never mind.
All right, well that's
Wait,
our
all right.
that's
That's
our
the sumo
20-minute
portion.
power hour. Dude, I enjoyed that though.
Dude, it is sumo is really fun to watch and it's really fast. It's these VODs perfect thing to watch when you're labbing because you can just like pay attention for 10 seconds and then just go back to like practicing things for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Mhm.
Great.
All right, I'm gonna
It's
just,
awesome.
if you don't mind putting your camera back on.
Sure. Let me get on that. There we go.
All right, now I can like shrink your video because it was overlapping mine. All right.
Shrink me.
All right. Well, we're gonna use. We got like 5 minutes left, or at least I would like to keep it that way. So we
Sure.
can like close out with these 5 minutes, then we'll be done. I had such a good time. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This was fun. I really appreciate the invite. I really do. I think the takeaway is winners don't do drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe is what the arcades told me back in the day.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, Third Strike's awesome. Melee's awesome. I wouldn't tell anyone to get into Melee though.
No.
Melee's weird. It's too hard. It's too sweaty. It's so many inputs just to do normal things in neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Like just dash dancing, wave dashing.
Is
doing
GameCube
aerials.
controller required?
Yeah, I actually don't know. Ask Jared on that one. I'm old school, and when we were making Mei, we would only play on a GameCube. We didn't even we didn't really play on Wii. So yeah, but I think new Melee, no, probably not. I don't know if you plan on like going and playing in a tournament. That might be more difficult, but you can, play on a keyboard if you want.
Right.
Fuck it, it's online, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jared, he was saying, is a GameCube controller required to play Melee?
Jared would probably say no.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
there it is. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and actually, Hacks Money was developing the Smash Box or whatever the fuck it's called.
Smash
His
box.
own. Yeah, it's like a hitbox, but specifically designed for Melee. I
Disgusting.
think. Yeah.
Frame 1.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff you learn really isn't transferable, except for the most important skill of all is gritting up and losing 100 times in a row and trying to find fun in that. That's the only reason I'm still here playing Third Strike.
Oh wow. Because you're so used to losing?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, okay, my first, I got into Melee, so I don't know if I like explained this, but like when I got into Melee in 2008, Super Smash Brothers Brawl came out like 2 months later.
Oh my.
And before Brawl came out, one of my favorite Melee stories from those tournaments was anyone would enter, and there was like my first tournament match, I like 3-stocked some dude, and then I 2-stocked him because I felt bad, and I was like, okay, all right, this is sick. Then I got whooped.
Oh,
But
man.
there's this story where I had a match against some dude named like he entered first name last name. I'll say Smith, Smith, and it turned out to be a kid because only who enters a tournament with their full name? Who does that? And I got there first, and I picked Link, and I picked my color, and he picked Link, and he didn't pick my color because I got it first. Ha, get wrecked, kid. And in the middle of me whooping his ass, just destroying this kid, his sister, who's younger than him, leans in and whispers. This kid's in like middle school, leans in and whispers like, "Hey, are you the blue Link?" And that's or the green. I forget what color it was, but and I'm over here smirking to myself like, "Ha, no, that's me, lady. Ha, get wrecked." Fast forward to Super Smash Bros. Brawl coming out, and all of those people entered Brawl tournaments and stopped entering Melee tournaments, and I lost every single tournament like game round. I didn't win a single round, I guess. In like 6 or 7 tournaments, just went from middle of the road, winning some, losing some, to being like the worst player in the scene now because everyone moved on to Brawl. And it's just like, oh my god,
dude.
But that's the only skill I brought with me from Melee to Third Strike.
Was Meta Knight really that bad in Brawl?
Oh god, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, Brawl's a weird game where there's like not a lot of combos because of hit stun or the lack of hit stun. So like you got like 2 or 3 hits out of neutral and then you go back to neutral. And Meta Knight's buttons were just so good. Probably. Weather says yes. I don't know. Yeah, he was definitely the best character in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he got hard banned. I thought there was like certain regions that banned him for like 6 months and
Oh
just like
wow.
as a tryout. I don't know, but I mean,
I
like,
have no clue.
I will say this as a melee tryhard, um, it's because of Brawl. It's not Meta Knight was too good. It's that Brawl was just not a good enough game that rewarded offense, and like Meta Knight was one of the only characters that could get away with doing that, as far as I remember.
Only
Every
thing
other
I liked
character
about
like
Brawl
had to
was
play.
Subspace Emissary.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought
I don't
that
know
was
why.
cool,
I
but
thought it was cool. I liked it. It was like
yeah, I
kind of
like.
free roam. It was like Metroidvania.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. It was like a platformer version of Smash.
Mm-hmm.
I like adventure mode though, and I think Subspace Emissary took that and went a little too above and beyond. But
Mm.
I don't know. I'm a Gen
I
1 or a Gen 2 when it comes to melee, I guess.
I played the taboo fight on like the hardest difficulty because I was like that guy, and then
Yep.
I died over and over.
Yeah, I remember seeing those
I didn't
videos.
want to be
Speaking
Sonic and
taboo
just
on
spam spin
TV.
dash.
Dude, Sonic was who I tried to play in that game until I realized he was really bad. Oh my god.
Man, y'all haven't had the satisfaction of chain grabbing your cousins with Pikachu and Brawl or having them get angry. Actually, it's the opposite. My cousin, she mained Meta Knight. So whenever she would come over on Saturday, she'd be like, "You ready to get your ass kicked?" And I was like, "No."
Here. Is Meta Knight that broken? I don't know, but here's how you play Meta Knight. It's this guy right here.
Uh-huh.
There it
Oh,
is.
B.
B button, baby. Just pressing that B button. And then when you want to kill, it's down smash.
Oh my gosh.
And then I forget what there's a video that was like, here's how you play Meta Knight. It's just the dude like spamming the B button on his GameCube controller and spamming down on the C stick. And I think the other one was up B. And it's just like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Imagine if I got that good against you. Exactly. Fusion is actually one of my younger cousins.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Don't let him chain grab you.
He's been there where my other cousin that shall not be named, she would play Brawl with us and she would just pick Meta Knight and kill us.
Oh my
Terrible
god.
day. Terrible day. I'm terrible at fighting games. I mean, you never put time into it, you know? You just whenever you come over my place, you're just like, "Yeah, you want I ask you like, "Do you want to play Street Fighter?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll try it." Then, you know, like everyone else that plays Street Fighter for the first or second time, they just button
Yeah.
mash. And I'm like,
Yep.
"You're not really playing the game, buddy." Like it's very low key. I'm like, "You're not really playing the game." I
Well, but
want
it's
to
hard.
teach you, but it's like
How does someone figure out like when to press what button, right? And like
Mhm.
that's like the hard part about fighting games. Is like even now, I know I sort of know how to play third strike, but I don't know when to do what.
Mhm.
It's difficult. You got to guide him, Kyosuke.
Don't lie. You
Teach
have a
the next
Genesis. What are you talking
generation.
about? Or don't you have a Genesis like a I forgot what you have in your house. You have a bunch of systems. Anyways, I'm gonna
Look,
huh?
Fightcade. I was gonna say Fightcade's online. Just download Fightcade.
Yeah, he can get
Perfect.
Fightcade. Yeah. He got a
Beautiful.
good PC recently. You first
there
have
you
to
go.
learn when to press buttons and then when not to press buttons. Exactly. Because if you learn when to press buttons first, then you'll start pressing them sporadically.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like,
Oh, yeah.
my DP is invuln wake up. How come it's not going or like hitting them? And I'm like, because you're blocking. Or like because the other person's blocking, you know?
Yo.
Or like when someone has Oki and then once they like fast wake up, they think, oh, I'm just gonna DP on wake up. Then someone jumps, neutral jumps and parries it.
Do you know Lethal League?
I do, but I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it, but not really a lot
It
of it.
seems cool. It's rotting away in my Steam library.
Oh yeah?
But someone made like a volleyball. It's like a Lethal League esque, but it's more like volleyball
Mhm.
mod of Super Smash Brothers Melee,
Oh my gosh.
where there's like an item that has like weight, and you're just trying to. Oh my god, this looks sick.
Mhm.
Volleyball
What
Melee.
if
That sounds
is
awesome.
Ness in melee?
Yep. This is
What
in
if you just
Melee.
like use the bat and like
Just
hit
kept
the ball?
smashing it around. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. These people. It seems like it has like normal reactions to hit, so I don't think. Oh my god! And there's a back wall, dude. That looks awesome.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. Volleyball Melee, everybody. You heard it here first. 2021. Let's go. New year, new me.
We need to like make a mod for something. I actually, is it okay if I like extend this for a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I
Go
was
ahead.
making sure like if you don't have anything to do afterwards, but
I have to tinkle.
oh.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
Do
go-
you, I mean, I can talk for this majority. It's mainly like a topic I have, like a question for everyone to answer.
Yeah, just catch me up on the question. I'll be right back. Is that cool?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna just mute my little dude.
Yeah. All right. So guys, I have a question for all of you guys, right? I was talking about this in Oh wait, J-Motive, I'll touch up on that question. Do you guys have any plans for your streams for 2021 that you'd like to do? I would like to host some sort of series with Third Strike related. And I'll actually touch up on that with what I'm about to say. So I've wanted for a very long time to like host something like a Tommy Two Step, Spiife, Squad Strike sort of thing, right? Except I wanted to do it with like Forge Strike, like the mod. Um, like the modded ROM, like Forge Strike that adds like new supers, new moves, different frame data, everything like that, right? I wanted to do that, but so many people, right? So many people are like anti Forge Strike. Nobody really is down for that. So I'm like, man, it would have been cool, but um, I don't know. It's just like it looks cool. I don't know why people wouldn't like to try. Obviously, it wouldn't be a main thing, right? But I would like for it to be something that I can just do on the side. Like, hey, I'm not doing Third Strike playing with viewers. Let's just play Fourth Strike, like run like a little like shits and giggles tourney, see what happens. Like Gil is banned, the alternate Sean is banned unless like everyone plays Gil and sees what happens. It's just a fuck around. I wouldn't actually like put money in the prize pot for it or anything. The game's a mess and it's close enough to Third Strike to fuck with your game plan. Really?
What are we talking about?
Fort Strike and me hosting something for Fort Strike, but I don't know.
Do you mean like hosting it for fun? Because
Yeah,
haha, we
for
don't
fun.
play this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want it just for shits and giggles, just like play Fort Strike because it's just funny. I like to like do like a Gil only tournament where everyone just plays Gil because Gil
uh,
is playable in Fort Strike.
oh God, really?
Yeah, or like there's an alternate Sean that has like his second impact DP. It's crazy. His second impact DP, for you guys that don't know, he does a DP, then he like does a follow up right after, and he gets Oki. It's super good. Gil only PS2 parsec turn. Oh my god, dude, you die in like 3 hits in a combo.
Ooh.
Like just
PS2
launcher,
Parsec.
pyrokinesis, then like I'm pretty sure you're the tackle, then you're dead in the PS2 one. The
Damn.
scoop don't get DP, you're right? I don't know.
I did not know Gil was so busted in PS2 Third Strike.
Everyone's busting PS2 Third Strike. I used to lab in that emulator, and I'm like, does this really do that much damage? And everyone just told me like, no, it doesn't. It's not arcade.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
because
know
I was
that. Oh
like,
my God.
does Shinku into freaking Tatsu, like heavy Tatsu, really do like like 3/4 of your health? And they're like, no, it doesn't. I was
No,
like, oh, okay.
no. Labbing useless stuff
hmm
or less useful things, rather.
But I want to do something that's like not something that everyone else does. Like, of course, you have Squad Strike, very different from like Battle Royale Theater. Battle Royale Theater, very different from like Denizen League. It can go
Anderson,
on
yeah.
and on. But I want to try something that's like different, like something like Forge Strike, but I don't know if anyone would be down for it. Obviously, for shits and giggles, I would not put money in the prize pot for Forge Strike because it's not an official game and it's not supporting the official release, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, I think honestly, you should do it, man. Pick a day, do like a once a month thing, or just do like a trial. I
Mhm.
wish that the first Squad Strike was like we called it like beta or something like that. We weren't just like, hey, this is our new tournament series, because we learned a lot from that experience. And I think you could do that. I think you just be like, hey, you know, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna host a tournament in a month from now, and if you're interested, come sign up. And you know, because you don't want to like start trying to do something that people aren't interested in doing, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You want people to come to your event, right? And how many third strike, how many people in chat were like, oh yeah, let's play Fourth Strike? Were there a lot of them or not a lot of them?
Absolutely no one.
Yeah.
I
So
bet.
that's the concern.
hmm
Unfortunately.
Man,
Dude, I want the lizard PogChamp from yesterday.
the lizard. Oh my god, no.
Komodo hype or something.
That's already a thing though, right?
Yeah, that's what, oh, there it is. I found it. Sick. That is one hype lizard.
Mhm. I don't know. Um, I want to do something else like Third Strike related, but that's like very different. Like a part of me wanted to like just take two people side by
Yep.
side and then like see who can beat arcade mode the fastest or something.
That would take a long. I guess you could like have people submit their times throughout the week, but yeah, that would be hard to do on like on a day of event kind of thing.
Yeah, something I don't know, something like that where
I like that idea though. You could do like a tournament where like people can only. What are the tournaments called that Katie runs in his Discord sometimes? The quickenings,
I think
something
so.
crazy like that.
The Ken something. I don't know. I forgot what they call
Yeah,
it.
there was a Ken one last night. He's
Mhm.
done like a Sean one in the before times, like a couple weeks ago or something like that.
Mhm.
But just like just pick something that's like really out there. Don't do 1v1 single or double elimination, but just like other than that, like do like a single elimination tournament where everyone has to play 12 or queue or cycle the characters rather is an even better idea, I think.
Mhm. Or I actually have a better one. um what if we like get like really good players and like take like some random person, like someone that wants to volunteer, and run them through like a gauntlet. Like, okay, if you beat
Yeah.
me, you have to fight like Weatherman next, and if you beat
Oh, dude.
Weatherman, like like a actual arcade mode,
It's
but
like it's like yeah
yeah,
yeah the arcade experience, and
and
then
then
you
see
just
how
have
far
like
people can get, and that's how you rank them.
dude,
No,
that's a great idea. No, this is a great idea because then they like score a certain amount of points based on the tier that they get to, and then you
hmm everyone's beating me.
sorry. Yeah, everyone's beating me too. But if you show up and you want to like run the gauntlet, call it the gauntlet, and you want
Yeah,
to
the
run it,
gauntlet.
you've got like one or two tokens to put in,
Hmm
and you put the token in or whatever, and then you run the gauntlet. It's just like an obstacle course, and
Who's
that's
the
like what you
boss though?
stream.
Who's the boss?
The strongest player you can get a hold of for that week.
Oh
Now,
my gosh.
how many people? How are you going to get people to like, or you call it like the Elite Four? The problem is like getting a large amount of people willing to just hang out and be like, yeah, sure, I'll wait for someone to get beat the four people in front of me. Like the first guy plays everyone, right? And the second guy doesn't play everyone, and then the third guy and the fourth guy, and then like the final boss
Bagra,
is
oh
like
my
me for
god.
one
Bagra is
match.
the boss.
Bagra, oh no.
No. Well, hmm. Wait. You might be onto something. Hmm. Hmm. I'm really thinking about that though.
Yeah,
I do
actually, this
gotta
is a good idea
trademark
too
that.
because the real arcade bosses are like broken, stupid characters that
Hmm
cheat anyway. So it might as well be, Bagger and his macros.
AC Slayer is the boss. See, I might have started something that cannot be reversed because if I don't do this, somebody's gonna do it. Hmm. I'll think about that actually.
But I think in order to make this run cleanly, is you would want to have like the amount of players that you run through like a small like the idea like on paper having 10 players or 12 players and it's like a real arcade experience against real humans is
Hmm
kind of cool. But like I said, like those 12 people aren't going to want to hang out while they're waiting for people to get to them. But four people would be a lot more willing to like
Right, the Elite
do
Four
the
gauntlet
elite
or
four. Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Hmm
Yeah, exactly. And then yeah, you just give people like 3 tokens a day. So like, hopefully you have a lot of interest, right? And so people at least everyone gets to play once. But at the end, like, hey, you want to put your token back in and try the Elite Four one more time, kids?
Or like we could have gym leaders, like someone earn their right to like be a gym leader and
Now
have it like
that
Pokemon Go where someone can
dude,
overtake the gym.
that's
Dude.
a league. That's a league thing. That's not a day-to-day thing.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, how do you incentivize how do you create an imaginary king of the hill and then incentivize players to hold these hills?
If you can beat like if you can beat the Elite Four, who's gonna be the champion, then someone has to beat the Elite Four again to fight the champion, then oh no.
Yeah, or
I
you'd have
need
like,
to
or it could just be like OG Pokemon, and you have like gyms and gym leaders and like other trainers in the gym, and you split them up by character. That's the way you do it. And there's like an Akuma gym, and then
dude,
inside the gym is
the
individual dojos to level up the
possibilities. The
players.
possibilities.
It all looks so good
The
on paper.
dojos
Now how do we
everyone
make this
wants.
happen?
Hmm?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, the person who wins becomes the next boss.
Ooh, Jared, I like that. On like the Elite Four,
Hmm
the you just tell them like, hey, you won, so you got to stick around now. Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna start something like that. I just need to like make it foolproof to where people won't like dip on me.
Yeah, that's one of the things I actually really like about Danison is so it's designed by design as like little tiny bites, so you can just like layer up, like you can fill the space better, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
But
Whereas
it's
like
kind of dependent on people. Like you see how sometimes Cactus doesn't start the stream
yes,
until there's people.
yeah, or I
That
see
kind of takes a
there
bit.
was there was a Danielson a couple of events a couple Saturdays ago where he like only got a couple of games and was trying to fill the slot.
Mm-hmm.
He was like playing casuals, I think, with somebody.
Mm.
No, and I get that, but a part of the Danielson, what I guess what I also meant was like you can play a match not on Saturday and then submit the VOD. Basically, I'm pretty sure it's in the rules that you can like play in person and record it and then give him the evidence that it happened. He'll be like, okay, you got a point, like good job,
Mm-hmm.
Jared.
Right.
We could be playing Danielson matches each week, dude.
Oh boy.
Kind of COVID, sort of.
But like, yeah, I think I want to try that, like a gauntlet, maybe arcade mode or Elite Four. All
Like,
depends.
honestly, arcade mode sounds fun, but we should future proof the event.
Right.
Do Elite Four as like a monthly or maybe
And see
like
how
a
many
like a
people
bi-weekly.
would like to.
Yeah, and then like maybe like once every 6 months, be like, okay, and now it's the gauntlet, and we're gonna have like all your favorite
Like seasons.
gladiators come back and
Mm-hmm.
make like make like a huge line that you have to fight through and come in and enjoy the arcade mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's try something like that. I do, of course, want like how Squad Strike you have bones and everything.
Yeah,
I would like something like that where I have someone
I
by my side.
I'm gonna say, yeah, co-host has fucking saved me so much. I say this a lot, or I used to say it a lot more, but like honestly, I don't know where Scotch Lake would be without Bones. Just like
Mm-hmm.
we both keep each other honest, and I'm not saying I don't do anything, but like, oh my god, Bones is just like he's the I don't know, man. We're two halves of the same thing. That's my point. And having a co-host that's just like not do all of the stuff is so helpful
Mm-hmm.
in so many words.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna like put a mental note about that thing I wanted to do. I just need to
I
find
would,
someone who's like who wants to be on my side on this.
yeah. I'd be willing to consult. I don't know if I'm too immature to take on more responsibility.
If y'all can find investors and our enthusiastic production team, you'll have a real good chance of success with these leagues.
He's not wrong. He's just coming at it from like a much more Snow, we don't have any money in the scene. Who's gonna invest in a third strike? And then I nudge Mr. Snow and he goes, I can name a few people.
Reanimator, you don't mind co-hosting? Ooh.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Go find people
Get
who
it.
care. Well, Reanimator cares.
Write stories, he
Write
says.
stories.
Snow, write us our esports stories.
Yeah, Reanimator, I'll hit you up about it, actually. I'll definitely hit you up about it. I feel like that this will be something like really fun to start.
And then the last thing you got to do is find a good day to do it, because
Mm-hmm.
that might be the benefit of doing not a weekly event, but like a bi-weekly event, or like
Yeah.
even a month long. It's just you can just be like, oh, it's the first whatever of every month is ours, and it's like, okay, cool.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap this up because I have work
Sure.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
The new job.
Yeah.
It was real.
Dude, working feels so weird in like the pandemic where you got to wear a mask and like my mask gets all
Yeah.
foggy. Oh my gosh. Or like my
And
glasses get foggy
your
because I have a
glasses
mask.
get foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, so what I do is I don't even have my glasses up here. Yeah, I don't think I have a mask. So instead of putting the glasses way back up against your eyes, I pull them down a little bit on top of the mask, and that kind of feels like they're almost always like falling off,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't get fogged up anymore, and that's the part I like.
Right. Okay.
It's OP.
The tech.
The tech.
Alrighty then.
Well, yeah, man. Hey, thanks again for having me. I really appreciate it. Can I can I plug Squad Strike again?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Guys, Squad Strike happening on Sunday. It's trios this time, so you need 2 friends, or you can register as a free agent and we'll place you on a team or try and place you on a team the day of.
Thank you, Weatherman.
And
Post Gauntlet
hey.
highlights to YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Also, you can come find me Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at twitch.tv/SPIIFE. That's 2 eyes.
Spiife.
Oh yeah, you got it in the thing. Nice. I like and don't like that that's a thing now.
What?
Because my tag's supposed to be Spiife with 1 eye, but some ding dong who doesn't even use Twitch anymore took Spiife with 1 eye years ago. Back, I think, on Justin TV. I think I have this Twitch account from pre-Twitch days. That's how long this account has been. I should contact them and be like, hey, give me this name. No one streams from it. I think I can do that.
Man. All right.
Sidetracking king.
It's all right. Well, we're gonna close this out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed this. I'm sure
Yeah, me
Spife
too.
enjoyed this.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end it here, unless someone has like a closing thing to say.
Here's my advice: never quit, because then if you quit, you'll always be at that skill level. There you go.
There you go.
There it is.
Anyone down for games? I have to sleep, but maybe tomorrow, like after everything. Zero podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it and I hate it when people say that where it's like, oh yeah, thank you. So that means I can do whatever I want. And I'm scared because like, oh, I can do whatever I want.
It's too much. It's
Yeah.
too much power.
It's too much.
Well, dang, I'll have a nice night, everyone, and you too, Kioske. Take care, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
don't let the gauntlet ideas slip.
Yeah,
I agree with Scion.
I'm definitely gonna
100%.
do that. All right. GG's. All right,
Yeah,
see you guys.
GGs.